And we're live. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Abyss. Today we're continuing our adventure playing SOMA. And I'm live with my brother. Say hello.
Hello. How are
Hello, everybody.
you?
Hello. Hello. All right.
Hello.
Is everything working finally? Sorry over the delay, guys. We are having technical issues as per usual.
As per always, yes, we do have that on a regular basis. Check it off on the bingo sheet. Speaking of, I need to make more than one bingo sheet for us. I need to make a bingo sheet for when we play together, a bingo sheet for when I'm playing on my own. Because I already got one for GM Squad.
That is true. Let me know whenever you are live, because I'm ready to go whenever. I believe last time we ended with us taking a quiz and talking about philosophy and reality, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And you were along for the ride.
Yeah, I was there, I was vibing. Had a good chat with JP.
Yeah.
JP, good man, good man.
Did you take away anything, like, life-changing from it? Or comprehend even a little bit of it? Just being blunt here.
I mean, not changing my life, but a lot of that conversation definitely was life-changing.
It is a definitely an interesting philosophy, I guess you could say. Is the best way that I could kind of think about it.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Seeing chats from JP, so JP would like to join the general chat if you wanted to get in the call.
Sure.
I'll drag him in. If not,
Are you
in
even
chat.
live?
Technically, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna click continue if you are.
Well, I'm still on the starting screen. I needed to do all the promotion stuff.
Bingo sheet.
There's JP.
Hey, JP.
Hey, JP.
Hola. How are you feeling?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I just missed you guys by like 5 minutes. I was streaming until 2 a.m. knowing that you will start then. And I wanted to raid you and after bring a few users in and then jump into the Discord. That would be pretty cool because we had a lot of SOMA discussions right in my stream.
Oh, that would have been so awesome.
Yeah, then I'm hearing that you got technical difficulties. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, when we booted it up, the way that we share our screen, it just decided today I'm going to duplicate everything. And then we were trying to figure out why. Why is there two outputs coming in? This makes no sense.
Yeah.
Hi there, buddy.
You want to share what you're seeing, bro? I can try to share mine.
Yeah. Hold on, let me...
So, last time we went into here, but now it looks like I can go back in. But I don't have to, I don't think.
For more live view for you, share my screen. Output. So all I've got is a pause screen, is what it's looking like. But I hear you breathing deep.
Me?
Oh.
No.
You're right.
The video
You're right.
game.
What is happening here?
It's like scuba gear.
Yeah.
I hear the audio difference, but I don't see the audio difference. Ah!
Yeah.
Okay, dark
It's like
green to really bright blue. That was catching me off
flashbang
guard.
out.
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know why. Now it's just not showing it as an option to share at all.
What did you do to it?
Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna share my entire screen. You get to see all of the frame rate and everything in all of its gloriousness.
Huh. I had to
Yeah, well,
remove the...
Soma often has problems when running in full screen mode, shared by Discord. It usually helps to put it into
I think
windowed mode or frameless mode.
I
But you
am in.
used this configuration last time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in
we
borderless.
weren't really... Yeah, we weren't really sharing in Discord either. We were sharing through Streamlabs. I'm sharing my screen to you through Discord. It's just when I'm outputting. Yeah.
Okay.
You're seeing a screen share of a screen share. Yes.
Yeah. It's like Somaception. Like I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I gotta realize which one was my throw button, which one was my drop button. Hold on.
I gotta remember where I post to promote my stuff here.
By the way, when we are talking about throwing and dropping, I would like to drop some on the toilet and throw a cigarette into myself.
Uh-oh.
Because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours and I didn't have a break, so I would just use that for like 7 minutes of absence.
I think I did something wrong.
You can use the technical stuff.
Yeah, we definitely...
Hi, Banshee.
You take your time. There's no rush,
Okay.
no rush.
Then I'll be right back.
I don't remember. Like, I feel like I'm done with this area.
What area? What
are you talking about? The area where we found out that she's a robot. It's also very loud.
If you want to see what my brother's going through right now, the desktop audio. If you want to see what my brother's going through right now, go to his chat or his stream right now.
I'm streaming it right now. It's up. It's back up.
Why it shows through the wrong screen. All right, there it goes. The iris has opened.
Yep. Hey, Banshee, we are doing okay. We had technical issues, as per normal, so...
Yeah, fine. I'm doing fine.
Wait. What? What's wrong? You freak me out more than anything else.
Good.
I feel like I'm going to just walk, and all of my like, twitchiness is just gonna be edited as my brother shaking my shoulders, hiding behind me.
Brother! Careful of the sea monster!
Ooh. I kind of want to go that way. What's over there?
Reapers are there. Reapers!
Bubble butt!
Bubble butt?
It's cake! Cake!
Cake!
Rabbit is a smidge too quiet. Oh, is he?
Smidgen too... Well, not on my end. I see my audio bar going into the red for me.
I think I might just be too loud, is really what it is.
Probably. I mean, I got you going into the red on your on my end, bro. So you should be fine on my end.
I'm gonna turn my stuff down. Well, the game is also... Let me just turn you back up. Let me see.
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably need
Well,
to
here's the
turn
weird
me
part.
up.
I have my gameplay actually turned down, and you at, like, level. So the fact that you're a quiet chalk...
Okay, I'm talking. How you
that's
doing?
a bit... Whoa, okay. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, for you need to probably
Perfect.
lower your headphone audio.
I already did, but the issue is that I can't hear myself.
In stream, it doesn't seem that it's too loud. Yeah, on my stream. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
My stream's perfect.
No. Oh, man, I'm Rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm everything imperfect. So the last time we encountered... Oh, that's a lot of lights.
That's cake. That's cake.
Cake is kind of frozen in place, so I'm just gonna let him do his thing.
That's weird because we're supposed to be like near the equator or something.
What?
We're supposed to be like near the equator. Why is cake frozen in place?
What?
What?
Who's this? Curie Emergency Vessel 4.
I don't get the joke.
Hey, Simon, can you hear me?
We're not in the Antarctic.
Hang on, I'll give it a try.
Was that the entire joke? Okay.
Yes, that was the entire joke. It was such a simplistic joke.
That's why it went over my head. I overthought it as I normally do everything.
Sorry, it's dead.
worth a shot?
Sorry, it's dead.
TV came from
The
Curie.
joke is dead.
It was a ship that used to make runs between
Yes, you
Lambda
are.
and Lisbon. Looks like their wreck is close.
Maybe I am? I don't
Maybe you
know.
can find a vessel like this one inside.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just save the security information and update the Omni tool. There. Should help you get around.
Great.
I can crouch midair? Wait, I can literally crouch midair. And then just float downward. Whee!
Ah, the Mario crouch. I gotcha. Yeah, speaking of Mario, I ended up watching the Mario movie yesterday.
Oh, I watched it today.
Nice. Dang,
It was strange.
What? Strange? Like,
I felt
good
like it
strange or
was-
bad strange.
I felt it was like a good movie. I just don't think it's what everyone thought it was gonna be. Why is Cake moving?
Because cake's not frozen.
I guess the warm water finally caught up with it.
Yes.
Come here, Cake. Cake, you're mine. Cake, you're mine.
I'm back.
Cake, you're mine. Cake, come back here. Cake, you're mine. Why can't I grab
you're
him?
mine.
Cake, I'm following you, Cake.
Why do you call it cake?
Because it reminds me of cake colors, and it's shaped like the. I can't believe it's not cake commercial thing.
Oh, look who's
Pink
there.
Rose.
Pink Rose is there.
How is Rabbit sounding now, Banshee? You still a bit too quiet? Ooh, lights.
Go over to my brother's stream, find out how quiet I may or may not be at this point.
Why do I feel like lights is danger?
I'm
Why is that
really
my
quiet.
first instinct? You really are? What? Really?
Yeah, you're like really loud, but I'm like,
Is the gameplay quiet as well?
no.
I'm so
It's
confused.
just you? What?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay, well, this is gonna hurt my eardrums.
Just turn down your headset volume.
I am, but then I can no longer hear my own voice coming from my microphone. But that's what I'm doing.
That's fine.
How do you sound now in the stream?
I am a little louder.
A little? A little. And that's it?
Hold on, I'm trying to hear myself. I gotta stay quiet so I can hear me.
I must talk enough so that I can hear myself, but I can't talk too much to where I can't hear me.
Okay, I'm on a good level, I think, on your end.
I had to boot you all the way back up to 200%. Oh, ooh.
Oh, now we know why I was at 200% when we first started.
You're so freaking loud, and I don't know why.
Oh, I actually
I'm so
see.
quiet on your stream.
I actually see a user in the Twitch chat list that actually is the user bringing me to streaming.
Oh!
Oh, nice. Hello.
Hello, Jacob. Raise your hand for once.
That was an
07's
interesting
in chat.
thing. Oh my god, he knows what 07s are.
I know. It's
A crab!
salute.
The crabs.
It's Mr. Krabs! I like money! Are you feeling it now? There's a red thing over there. And it made my screen go wobbly wobbly, so I'm not going towards it for fear of death.
So,
There's more
Dad
red lights.
apparently talked in Art's
Yeah.
stream.
That he
Bingo
did.
sheet? What
Yep.
bingo sheet do you have?
It's coming soon to a stream near you. Can I access this?
Yeah, I need to think
Let's say
of commonisms that occur on the streams regularly.
You screaming, me not. Something that...
Yeah, technical difficulties would be it's a whole thing in and of itself. Like,
Friend or
I
foe?
wouldn't separate audio troubles as its own things.
Being on the wrong screen while we're streaming. That happens to me almost like 20 to 25% of the time. I'm not gonna lie. I've recorded
yeah, fair,
Overwatch
fair.
stream, like just recordings to edit later, and they were nothing but the starting soon stream, and I was like, oh crap. I was through my third game, and I went, oh, that's not what I thought it was.
Whoopsie.
Oh wait, that's a ladder. No, not yet. I'm not done exploring. This doesn't look mandatory. I like that.
I'm so confused. I have a Discord stream, I have a Twitch stream, and a YouTube stream open. And
Yes.
I don't know what is the order here. I see Pink Rose's messages in YouTube. I see it popping up on the Discord stream, but I don't see it.
Oh,
now
you're
I see
missing.
it. Oh,
You're
okay.
missing two things. I also have a YouTube and a Twitch going on top of my brother's YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, but your YouTube and Twitch aren't on my stream.
Correct.
So I'm watching RabbitHatPlays in both cases on YouTube and Twitch, and I have, oh my god, the
Yep.
Discord shared screen from.
And if you want to get,
Rabbit
you want to get
shares
real crazy
up-
now. Yeah, if you want to get real crazy, look for Ark of Abyss on YouTube and Twitch, and you'll have two more streams with two more chats to add.
I guess
see,
that's too much to
I-
handle.
I have learned that you don't need the stream open if you pop out the chat.
I was scratching my nose. Why is the red eye of Sauron looking at me?
I don't see a red eye.
Oh, it moved. No, it didn't. It duplicated. Echo, is that you?
Echo!
I found out a neat trick I can do. You want to watch? I can jump and crouch and then fall slowly.
Can you
And
jump
I'm
and
g-
talk at the same time?
I don't... No.
No?
No. Hold on. I'm floating. I can't speak. Hold on.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You can't jump and speak.
I
at the
can't-
same
I
time.
literally-
I'll
I
speak
couldn't
while you
jump.
jump.
I'm falling. I'm falling.
But you were right that this game has the Mario jump, like
Wait.
pulling in your legs into your head.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the other way, and that is pretty strange when you compare that to other ego perspective games, right?
Yeah, I was so surprised that I was standing inside of the emergency shuttle when they said it was dead. I was just sitting there, I was jumping and I was crouching and I was like, why is my perspective changing? Oh, I'm floating downwards. Because I pull my knees in and I can like... Oh, hold on.
What?
Was that? Oh, it's a shark.
Yeah,
Oh, the
you
red
found
lights.
it. That's so nice.
Are you
Ah.
what's making
Yeah,
all the
okay,
noise?
It's so nice to have this wildlife floating around. Makes awesome moments. The
Friend or
the
foe?
pulling leg into your head thing, the Mario jump, is kind of useful for speedruns when you are trying to jump over something, but
Yeah.
don't want to bonk your head into something.
Yep, you just jump, crouch, and it's like the good old Half-Life days. So there's a door.
Yeah.
No, that's not a door. This is just a hole. I suppose I could just go through the hole, or I could. Is that a ladder I saw? No, it wasn't. Never mind. I'll just go through this giant gaping hole
course,
inside.
yeah,
Kind of weird.
It's the
Hey,
most
hey,
sensible.
only if you make it weird.
Well, that's on me then.
Ooh, a red light. Surely that means good things, right?
Cookie.
Friend or foe? Oh, more runes. I love it. Can I take you with me? Safety fire extinguisher? No?
There we go.
It's stuck.
Huh.
Oh, ain't that tough.
Was there any letterings on that door? I think I see some word on there. Escape. Huh. Must be French.
No, I just see red.
Hi, Diamond Fox. I'm doing fine. How about you guys? Doing
Oh,
fine?
wait. The store opens. Very slowly. Ominous.
Well, You know, the escape door has opened.
I guess I go through the door.
Yeah.
I swear, if you hit me with a jump scare right now.
So, Ark, JP, how you guys doing today?
Tired.
Tired? Well,
I'm
Soma
always
will
tired.
keep you awake then.
We'll see.
Yes.
But I'm fine. My
fall.
cough has come nearly to an end. I still have slime in my body, but I feel great. I'm visiting the parents of my girlfriend for Easter today. And,
nice.
It was quite nice quality family time. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Did anyone
Yeah,
else hear
no.
the scream?
Maybe.
Oh, there goes my phone. Oh well.
What?
I just fumbled my phone off the side railing, okay? Don't worry about it.
You need to get the Omni tool. Why did you throw Claire overboard?
Hold on, I'm coming! I don't remember. Why is this bolt head closing? That's not what bolt heads do.
It's heavy.
Yeah, but that would mean that it would be harder to move it. There's no it's not spring-loaded bolt heads. Oh.
Apparently it is.
All right, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
Hey, hacker voice. We're in.
Yeah, and we can't get out. Okay, that's locked. Unless I can lockpick. I can.
Can you lift straight up? Does your diving suit arm allow you to do that?
Throw. Wait. Did that have something on the bottom?
It's catch and release.
Woo!
It just makes me think of the Dead Space 0G scenes.
Why is
That's a
there
little bit weird,
dirt?
man. That's not how gravity works underwater.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why does my head
would
get sucked
depend on-
downward?
I guess it would depend on how buoyant the objects are. Like, if they're waterlogged to a point where they're of a similar buoyancy as water itself, like the exact same, it would act like this, actually.
We have
Yes
several
and
types
no.
of objects here.
Here's the thing. Does this look like something solid to you? This looks like cardboard to me, or paper, or plastic.
It looks...
Oh,
They
plastic,
don't-
but then there should be air in it, right? So it
Right,
should float up.
It's not
like that.
a stiff. It's like this thing's been coated in some sort of stiff substance that I will not name, and it just acts as a rigid
Well-
object. That's at. Why is a fire extinguisher the same buoyancy as water? How does that make any sense?
Well, maybe there are other
It's not.
effects going
See,
on
it drops. The fire hydrant dropped.
Okay,
Watch,
I'll
it
give
drops.
you that one. I didn't see it. Doesn't count.
It almost
Oh.
hit my toes.
Good. Maybe you'll stop
well,
shaking my camera.
Never.
Oh
So
God.
After the last stream, did you lay down in bed and had feelings, thoughts about Soma? Were you still thinking about it?
Not really. I kind of went empty mind. Meditation does wonders.
So it didn't bother you that much. Okay.
Well, so have you ever heard?
Yeah.
How do I bring this topic up with it? What was that? Radio?
I don't. Hello.
I-
It looks like Flashy McFlasherton. Whoa.
Oh, that was a reaction.
I remember.
You
I
hit.
remember.
You remember? Don't look at it, right?
I did. I gotta Blair Witch this. It's still there.
Yeah, it is.
Is this the marker?
What's that? Yes. The arcer. The arcer. Huh.
Yep. They're dead.
What?
I would.
Look. Just
Hello.
Just put a little bit of grease on it. It's fine.
It? That's a person. Thank you very much.
Was.
I would say there was a person.
Was. So it's still there, so I've gotta...
You gotta back into it. Hey guys. It's nighttime apparently.
I can see land. According to navigation, it's Lisbon, the coast of
And the
Portugal.
coop.
Any
Huh?
signs of life? Over.
Is there something else you...
Everything is on fire.
Everything's on fire.
All the way into this.
So what happens if you go to
Safety
touch it?
room.
Brother.
Yes?
What happens if you go over and say hi to it?
I'd probably die, you know? Just a thought.
Well, you want to find out?
Not yet. I kind of want to try to one-shot this.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Let me cook. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, so, do you know of, JP, do you know the thought experiments that, are so dangerous that there's actually been psychologists that have warned people not to spread them?
Never heard about that.
Yeah, so, I've read a couple of those, and come to terms with how to rationalize that level of logic, I guess you could say. So in comparison, this is nothing. See you on the other side. Assuming he just goes in a loop, right? Okay, sorry.
I didn't set up a soundboard like you did because I didn't think that a soundboard would do anything to you.
It would. Loud noises are loud noises, especially when you're focusing.
That's fair. In this game called SOMA, by the creators of Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Wielding a samurai warrior. Wielding sword.
A magic sword. Wielding a samurai warrior. Wielding the dark evil that is Aku. Wielding a sword. Wielding a samurai. Wielding a samurai. Wielding Aku. That was such a funny meme. Just it kept growing and growing between all three of those objects.
That doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
I'm fine. This is fine. Burr.
Look,
Burr.
I can't,
Burr.
I'm really scared. I gotta be. I'm
Burr.
grabbing my brother's shoulders and
Burr.
shaking really hard. Watch
Are
out!
you actually
He's
in the
behind
same
you.
room today?
No, not physically. I'm making a joke. That's all.
Uh-oh.
It's a gag.
Okay, I like it. Should I recapitulate this story to Diamond Fox?
Friend or
Sure.
foe?
I don't see why not.
So
That's all we got
this,
is my brother getting spooked.
Friend or foe?
So this game, SOMA, is from the same creators as Amnesia: Dark Descent, but it's a little bit different to what they did before. Why they have been doing titles in the medieval times, I would say. But this one is a sci-fi experience. You could technically call it a horror game, but I count it towards story games more because it does not have these typical, usual modern horror techniques like throwing one jump scare after another in your face. It actually has a very good story, touching topics like existential crisis and morality. And it scares you by thoughts and by building atmosphere and tension instead of just throwing everything in your face. And story-wise, we are playing Simon Jarrett, a guy that has had an accident in a car.
Okay.
And he went to the doctor to scan his brain for damages. And he did right that. And suddenly he woke up in this, let's call it, underwater environment, and he tries to find out what is going on. He met a girl called Catherine that is kind of guiding him a little bit, and she told him,
I'm about to die.
"You are not human." She told him, "You are a diving suit," which is kind of weird. And currently, we are trying to find an emergency vessel at this.
This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. This is not fine. This is a dead end. Ah, fuck. I mean, this is fine.
And there we have someone in chat with a familiar name.
It's Catherine Chun saying, "Hello, Simon."
Hello, Simon.
They're talking to you, Simon.
The Omni tool is talking to you.
Oh no! Not now.
What do you mean?
I'm hiding.
What are you hiding from?
Can I make a Can I throw Catherine and have her make a distraction or something?
How do you open doors then?
Oh crap! You're right. Friend or foe?
So I do really want to touch upon just a quick subject of while we're getting all this jump scare
Look, I have a
stuff.
flashlight. I forgot.
What?
I have a flashlight. I forgot.
Oh, the flashlight, guys! We got a way to
spooked me.
illuminate.
It spooked me. Okay. I literally was just like going down a hall. I'm waiting for a blue light. Okay, that's my signal that he's down there. And I just suddenly see this, and I'm like, oh, it's a blue light.
Simon Jarrett is here as well.
I should be fine, I think. Maybe.
Welcome.
Oh, not another. What even is this? Barnacle.
Carl. I don't know why.
Carl.
As soon as I see just the name Carl, I know it's Carl Semkin, but just the idea of, hi, I'm Carl.
I should be fine. This is
Talking
fine.
about the llama
We're fine.
stuff.
Things are fine.
We like all the llamas.
You won't see me if I hide in the corner, right?
Give me a sorrow. That name I remember. I think we left them alive.
I don't remember. Did?
Yeah, we left the safety brake off. Remember?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
I hear the footsteps still.
So, yeah,
Carl, you tell us.
These SOMA persons in chat there is actually the user that I discussed SOMA lore in my stream. We went kind of crazy about deep thoughts of the game, and we stopped playing a game during that stream altogether and just talked about that because I like that.
This is fine. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts,
Oh,
happy
no,
thoughts.
Yeah,
All right,
I will
calm
say,
down. Jesus.
this game does have such moral questions that leave you to think about just, are you doing the right thing?
Yep. Yeah, that user is a big fan of SOMA as I am, and we met each other several times in several SOMA streams because we like to snoop in first playthrough streams of SOMA, and so we saw each other from time to time.
He's gone. We go.
We started greeting each other, and that's about it. And today we
Dead end. Damn.
got in contact discussing a lot of controversial questions about the game. And yeah,
I'm about to get jump scared, I feel like.
I always love to see the user. And yeah, my plan actually was raiding you guys. But that didn't work with the technical
Run!
yes.
Run!
And to take this user and the other one that brought me to streaming.
Close it. That didn't work. Sorry, I know I'm over talking over you guys. Please keep continuing. I feel like this is the best content I've had in years.
Yeah, but well, we are over talking all these sounds of the game as well, right?
I mean, this is perfect for me, where it's like I've got people who can actually. It's like an Overwatch commentary kind of thing, where people are watching as a spectator. Meanwhile, the actual player's just in the background, like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die."
Well, at least with
I
that
love it.
Overwatch commentary, we can't hear the player. With
Yeah.
this,
Render
we're
vote.
just hearing like while we're just calmly talking about the game. We just hear, "Oh God, no, no!"
What does it
what's going on
mean
with
to
that?
see the skull at the end of the hallway in the background? Oh God, it's right there! Run for your... Oh,
Oh,
The player
well,
just discovered that this toilet is not in the correct order here.
wait, I can
What
take
is he
something?
thinking? Yeah,
What am I
you
well,
taking?
you see,
toilet.
when sitting here on the toilet,
Ah, there we
you
go.
just piss sideways. You know, it's that simple. What
Well,
does it
okay.
mean to be able to stand on the wall while taking a leak?
It's a male toilet. It can't close the lid.
It actually makes sense, but you
Oh,
don't
God.
know it in the game.
There's lore behind the toilet not closing?
Yeah, no,
It's so
I
deep.
don't refer to that.
The lore!
I mean the orientation.
It's so deep! Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, even then...
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah. Not realistic. Toilet doesn't close.
The horror.
Well, you see, I got an explanation for
Wonderful.
that.
Which is?
So that toilet was the original toilet that's in the place that's normal to be able to access. But the reason why that one doesn't close is because that was originally the original toilet that broke, and so they switched it out for the
humans?
spare that was on the wall. See?
Huh. Nice theory.
Look at us coming up with toilet lore.
Just call us Matt Pat, you know? Mother helper!
Let's call this shit talk.
I can explain why the toilet's not. Oh, really? Why?
What spoilers? We didn't
Close.
see that thing yet.
Oh, sideways toilets is spoilers. Got you.
How? But how? Alright.
Huh? What? Oh, you
Good
made
morning.
it. This is much better. Let's see if we
Yeah.
can get this thing moving.
Careful, there's a thing over there that I'm
wait,
assuming
what?
I missed something that would have made
Safety
my
locks are blocking the
give me a
vessel's
good
release. Are you
ending.
kidding? How much
Just
more of an
because
emergency
there
could
was
this
a
ship
path
be
there
at?
that
It's
was
on the
like
bottom of the sea.
extra.
Take a look
And
at
every
the
time we've
engine room
encountered
and see if
extra
you can
stuff,
figure it
it's
out.
always
Maybe
been
there's an
a
override
choice
or
of
something.
you could have
There's
done something to
monsters out
save
there.
someone you didn't know
Like the ones we
about.
saw at Lambda.
The more reason to
So
get going.
I just missed something.
Come
I don't
on,
know
you
what,
know the
but I
drill.
don't care. I ain't
Don't let the
messing with
camera
that
get
thing.
close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ah, shit.
Well, by all means, if it's not
We
spoilers,
need to get
go
out of
ahead
here.
and tell.
I know. I'm good.
Well, I mean, I literally can't go back now, right? Oh wait, they just said I need to go back,
Something
didn't
is
they?
stabilizing the ship. We need to let it know this is an emergency.
Oh. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was theorizing about me missing something. Turns out, no, I actually have to go back now.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention.
Without my door
I wasn't really paying attention either. I was theorizing about toilets.
Still? Are you still hung up on the toilet?
There's a interesting conversation happening.
The
with
door is open.
chat
The door is
dealing
open. The
with
door is open.
toilets.
The door is open. I repeat, the door is open. I closed that door.
Yeah,
Close this door.
That's how
Thank
you
you.
got in.
Hey, Catherine. Could you maybe do it? No?
So, Catherine,
What
how's
if
your
I
day
took
going?
What if I like I don't know. Like I don't know.
All right, so here's big explanation. The Curie has the unique ability to pitch itself 90 degrees in a vertical orientation while still being fully operational. The front end of the ship is
hi.
intended to stick out of the water, while the remainder of it is submerged. That is, when the ship turns, the toilet is located according to the side. Oh!
It's not only the toilet, but also the staircases, stairs that we see all around, and
No, I thought those were like, I thought that was it decayed because of all the barnacles, and like portions of this the ladder fell down.
It's either that or it's an MC Escher painting.
But yeah, there are like 3 hints towards that, Catherine. One of them is the poster that is next to the stairs. There you can see the turning order, like 3 positions. You can see it.
Roll pitch, yaw.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then there is the voice message from the captain's loop, which kinda gives it.
Is he just camping?
Yes.
Yeah, freaking camper. We are a CS:GO.
Oh my god.
My dude.
Where is he located right now? He's to
Even
my right.
I'm more foolishly brave than this.
Right, that's the issue. I'm not a fool.
Okay, maybe I should rephrase that. I'm more brave than this.
He's in there. Okay, well. Oh, it looks like I can go around this way.
And I'm supposed to be the coward.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. You're the coward, but the coward who runs. I am the intelligent one who doesn't make a sound and sulks in the darkness. But takes 17 years to do anything because, you know.
Well, there's a reason why I run on stream.
If I just like close this door and close the other door, will this force him to go around the other way?
No, it forces you inside this room.
Well, yes, but like, does he open doors is the question I have.
Let's find out.
Oh god, I'm gonna find out from a safe distance. It seemed like he opened the other door, so...
You about this information.
Fucking hell!
Well... You're good! You're fine! You got this. Oh. Yeah, no, I am recording. I did hit record. Okay,
Fun
good.
fact, he can open doors.
I actually like to call these dudes disco heads because I see them as wall head.
God, that actually got me a bit.
But they are actually called flashers, which is pretty disgusting. And Catherine, you may call me JP instead. That is just my profession, and Twitch doesn't allow that small username, so I just was extremely creative by putting my profession behind it.
Ooh.
What a brilliant idea. And now sometimes I get asked in streams if I'm a Japanese dev. Yeah, I'm serious.
You know, I mean, it's a fair question. It's a fair insight. I mean, you did. I mean, if that's the case, then you developed Japanese. You know.
Do you mean I developed the country?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
God, okay.
You're so powerful.
That's something.
Hello, Monsieur Penguin in France. Even though I believe that it's Thailand, not France. And for the average person, it can be problematic to realize when a naked man wanders around with a light bulb instead of a head. Yeah, it's pretty problematic when,
Is he still there?
Just go.
He's blocking the way.
Is that the way you're supposed to go?
I mean, it's the only way that's not backwards.
As I played the game for the first time, I think the most scary part of these guys were the noises, but that's only because I couldn't really see the body, because you always look away, and when you look at them, you just see the bright light. So I couldn't really see that they were naked.
Oh, they're naked. I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
Is he still here?
I just saw their silhouette.
He's still here! Woo!
It was a big one, huh?
Yeah, go backwards. It's fine. Just go backwards. See if he chases you. Because
you know what?
You're just gonna spawn camp that area.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit annoying, and that's the wee.
The Wii?
I was flying.
I think that was more of a Wii U.
Did he just go back in?
Yes, I believe
This
so.
guy.
This guy. Look at this guy.
All right, time to go die.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent.
Pushing
Oh, that's not
buttons,
good.
pushing buttons, ignoring the dude immediately behind me.
What dude immediately behind you? Could you look around and see?
No. Breaking the window, trapping myself. No. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been me.
Mr. Penguin in Thailand. He travels.
He travels, yes, exactly.
I'm grabbing a
Huh.
glass real quick.
All right.
It's the butt.
I'm stuck. Oh, hey, look, he's not here anymore.
On. Oh,
Wait, how
good.
did he left? Did I just walk backwards for nothing? Wait, there's a
Nah,
ladder.
I think you walked backward. That moonwalk scared him off.
Ah, I understand now. I just got a Michael Jackson around him.
Yeah, exactly.
I have found the secret to breaking this game. Moonwalking.
Yes.
Give him a little taste of the hee-hee, and then you're fine. I got it.
It's true, it is longer. You can still view it.
Curie is safe while submerged.
Yeah, safe. While submerged. The crew, on the other hand, well, what's left of it.
Describe it. The destruction
Ah,
Huh.
get
There's
closer.
like
surface is just gone.
signal hits. And skeletons. The crew is doing fine. These growths are getting more
wait.
bulbous.
See to the right? Look.
Not
security
Frankie! Whoa.
Yeah, Frankie. He was
Why
a
is
good
there just-
janitor.
Why is there just a camera positioned directly onto a dead body?
The destruction
They were
Those
they were live streaming at the time.
just gone.
Ah, they were going down the well to fix it, and then they got trapped. I'm assuming it was Jimmy.
Yeah. Wait, what was the ring girl called?
The ring girl? Oh, you're talking about The Grudge.
No, not the Grudge. Don't talk about the Grudge with me here. Don't you dare. I don't. I saw the Grudge too, and it left me in a state where I could not be in a dark room for a week. Okay, maybe 2. It was so uncomfortable. I don't like horror.
He's that way. I know, that's why I force you to do it, because I find it hilarious.
Rarely
Catherine
meet
just
funny
said-
players in this category. There are either players with the most lost look or scared to shiver. Yeah, fair.
And you are so
Frankie
right.
fell.
And last week, as I jumped into their stream, I immediately fell in love with these two funny brothers.
Thank you.
Friendavo. Nope.
I mean, you should have seen a last stream. It's not like they are always silly. As
no.
soon as the game turns to being serious, they turn as well, and that's what I like. We had some crazy philosophical discussions last week, back to the point that the game rarely went on with the story because we were talking so much, you know?
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
spent
God,
a
yeah.
long time on that survey. That survey took a solid like 30 minutes.
If it was that short, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Well, I've encountered this before. This is like a choice again. But the question is, who am I killing if I pull these plugs? Because last time it was a
They start.
biomechanical thing.
See? Here are the deep thoughts starting, Catherine.
Yeah.
You will love it here, trust me.
Well, so that's the question, and you were mentioning before how it always just switches, right? This one's stuck. I don't know if that's unless it's a box. The mechanical lock is engaged some way,
Maybe it's
shape, or
voice
form.
activated. You need to do a beat.
Hiya! Give me
Or
you.
not, you know?
Hiya! Hiya! Hiya!
Okay.
I will move
Uh,
That
I
is
know
actually
it's a horror game. I know you see a vent in a horror game and it's immediate. You
you.
gotta
It's
go
the
in
only
it.
way.
It's actually funny that everyone picks the fire extinguisher as its favorite weapon. while a fire extinguisher is very helpful against fires, it's not a monster extinguisher, so...
Well, so here's the thing, right? Fire extinguishers, how do they operate? They operate by putting out a bunch of CO2 to smother a fire. Just because you're underwater, the CO2 doesn't necessarily change. If it was something that was like a bunch of water, I'd agree, but it's still semi-effective. Plus, it is still a lump of mass. Albeit because of the medium of water is so viscous that you're not going to be able to exert the same amount of force as you would above land. It still is a heavy thing, and even sinks, and able to be used as a blunt force trauma weapon. So...
Well, Mr. Engineer, I only understand half of these complicated words.
Oh!
Bear with me.
sorry, I just went off on a tangent. Basically,
No
fire...
worries, no worries. I was working at the fire department for some time, so I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good, okay.
It's just
Heavy,
the non-native language here.
Yep, well, for my brother, heavy objects still hurt.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's still metal. Big metal heavy object. Bash skull in. Done.
I'm interested by the insectoid nature, like the carapace nature of the organic structure here, because what this tells me, what this feels like, is that there's an asteroid that crashed, right? Supposing this isn't the simulation theory that we talked about last time. If this is an asteroid that crashed and took out like the entirety of the surface, because in all honesty, it doesn't take that big of an asteroid compared to the size of Earth to wipe out all of life on Earth as we know it. But if there was an alien life form that crashed into the ocean and like fostered life in the ocean, that might be what this fungus, blue fungus, is. And if it's trying to keep things alive, maybe it's acting. Maybe it's thinking the ship is alive, and it's like giving power to the ship. Reactor
What if it's an organic virus?
Wait,
computer virus? An organic computer virus?
Is this gonna blow up the ship?
Oh.
Well, did you listen to what Catherine said as you were in the
Yes,
shuttle?
but that's the thing. It's gonna make it think it's an emergency.
We are trying to damage this so the ship can get into a state like releasing emergency vessels.
Yeah. So
you gotta
now
kinda
service is
rush over.
required.
Rush over to that emergency vehicle.
Yeah, but the thing is, it says service required. It doesn't say emergency yet, right? So yeah, I have to still pull at least one more. But the question is, I pulled the wrong one.
Yeah, that felt like the wrong one.
Oh, hi.
My God, I felt the tingle over here.
All right, we are now running. Goodbye, everybody.
Welcome back, Mr. Penguin from Thailand. I still like saying Monsieur. Yes.
Not France?
It's actually very
Anymore.
scary how many players do not recognize this as a chase sequence and stand there and try to hide from that dude.
It's blaring lights. What do you mean hide? Where do you hide? Run!
You know, when I first played through this, I have to go back through what's it called? My playthrough on my old channel. Because I think I initially thought it was a chase as well.
Let's listen to this dialogue, it's kind of important.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm paying attention.
Here we go. Hold on to something.
Seat. Seatbelt? Fire extinguisher!
You're the fire extinguisher.
Bury the platypus. What are you doing here?
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry,
Oh.
I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for
The
Theta.
what?
It should be a matter of minutes.
Thought I was done for back there.
Seems
I
like
was.
the WOW was keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've
Wow.
seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WOW.
Station-wide?
Oh,
So we just made a
wow.
powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
Huh?
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked
The
better than
AI is like a
expected.
cancer.
Brace for impact!
What?
Hold on! The blast just pushed us off the plateau!
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Aren't we all ready, dead?
No. See, brother, you still have your mental capacities about you.
Okay, even if we were to suppose somehow I time traveled, right? My brain would still be bleeding if I was a human. So this is not helping.
Hi, Sir Penguin Esquire.
Oh, my head. Do I have a nosebleed?
Yes, it's inside the helmet of
Can
your
I-
diving suit.
Hello? Hello? Is that why I'm seeing red here? I can't
Yes.
move.
It's also
Oh.
why you're seeing yellow. That's the mucus.
Oh, good. Oh, boy. Oh, God, we've changed orientations.
Oh, joy.
I am now walking on the wall.
So
Can
I interrupted you.
Hello?
You were talking about your first playthrough.
I'm flying.
Yeah, I was just saying I ran just because I'm a coward. If it looks and feels like a chase sequence, I am getting out of there. Red flashing lights tend to be run.
I think
It's what's communicated to me as well.
Fire. Woo! Delta?
Oh, Cake? Is that you?
No. I've got a fire extinguisher and I know how to use it. I'm trained in the fire extinguisher arts. Hiya! Hiya! Cake! Save me!
You realize that this one looks different than the other one you called Cake, right?
Wait, what?
So, Donut. How you doing, Donut?
Brownie!
Brownie. You know, that one works better.
This is actually the same type of robot you encountered the first time that was lying
Cake?
under the rock.
Ah, so this is Cupcake. Got it.
Cupcake. Can you
Where am I
tell
going,
we're
Cupcake?
hungry?
Tell me where we're going. Can you tell that I'm on the keto diet and I can't have any of the things we're talking about? Where are you going, buddy?
Yes.
Keto diet, was it this Stone Age type of food?
Stone Age type of food? What?
Yeah, isn't that the keto diet? Diet.
Oh no,
like
keto
Stone
is
Age?
like low carb, so basically it's a bunch of meats and vegetables. Is the best way to kind of think about it. Mr. Krabs!
It's probably better to think of it as low sugar. It's pretty much a low sugar, low carb diet.
There's no real grains and there's no real sugars because all those are considered carbohydrates, which is why they call it a low carb. But theoretically, it's also a high fat diet. Like the actual ketosis
Well, that's not
is
theoretical.
right. Well, yeah,
that is.
I don't do
that
high
is the
fat.
actual thing.
Yeah, I don't do high fat. I just do a low carb variant, which is just, it's like keto, but it just means that I lower the amount of my carb intake because back in the day, I'd eat like pasta, rice, and then pasta again, and that would be my 3 meals every single day. And I do that 7 days a week. Turns out that's how you gain like 40 pounds without even trying, even if you work out.
There's also there's also all the breads and stuff that according to some of my friends that are not in the UK, one of my friends that's in the UK, they
It's the
mentioned
entire crab family.
they complained about questioned. That's it. They questioned why our breads are so sweet, like all of them. And when you look at the ingredients, the nutritional facts, they're jam-packed full of sugar. It's like all our bread, loaves of bread, is like just pastries.
Sorry, we're in the crab family. I can only walk like a crab now.
I think it's kind of sad that nowadays all these industrial products leave us to ourselves when it comes to finding out if they are healthy or not. You gotta. That should be more transparent. You either have to know what these ingredients are, or you have to have like a scale on the product itself showing what is what.
I will admit that's a complicated process in of itself, right? Because it takes knowledge to kind of like, even if you say it should be obvious to who? Because common sense changes every generation, and what may seem like, oh yeah, that is just gonna, like, if I just put a label that says this is nutritious to who? Because not only is it dependent upon your body type and dependent upon like how your body processes different carbohydrates and different proteins, it also is dependent upon what other foods you take with it. Because you can have several healthy foods, but if you have like just 2 gallons of salad, sure, you're only eating healthy food, but you had 2 gallons of salad. That's gonna still make you fat. So it's about portion control as well as nutritional balance, and that's a lot harder than majority of the people in the world want to think about. Because the other aspect that I learned really young
there's another
go for
reason
it.
for that too. Yeah, every individual has a different dietary balance need, so it's like you can't just have a one-stop shop of, yeah, if you just eat this, like, so you're good, you know?
Yeah, some people have higher metabolic rates that, I know I'm going in circles, but I'm looking around right now.
You're also
like, for example,
with talking about diets.
That's true. But, for example, there's some people who just, they'll eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and they'll never get fat. Whereas other people...
But we agree on that there are several types of products that are never healthy. Like, let's say marshmallows, right? There's not a single person on the world that really does good on eating only marshmallows.
That is true, yes. But then the question then begets is, do we sacrifice all of the flavorful foods for efficiency, right? Because there is an aspect to it of like ignorance is bliss, where if we've never had a donut, if we never had cake, right, we would never know how good it is.
Officially declared that you are the most intelligent SOMA players I have seen in 5 years.
Catherine, that's actually because one of them is an engineer and the other one is a web developer.
Yeah,
I'm in good company here.
So I'm assuming this is just to this is Delta's site, which looks like a drilling site of some kind of production line. Like there's a cart that I'm assuming goes through here normally, but it's not here because everything's shut down. Right, exactly. So I'm supposed to either be following this, which is gonna probably either be a hatch of some kind. Yeah, okay. I just was walking past it to explore, but there's probably other lights as well. Yeah.
Hi, Cupcake.
I'm assuming this, if this goes up, this is not a whole lot. So unless this also drops back down into the station or... Oh!
Who's that?
Hello! Friend or foe?
Disco? Are you being held alive by the virus AI? Not virus, the AI.
No, I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Okay. So based on what I've been seeing of this lore so far, ChatGPT got too smart for its own britches and started acting like a cancer to humans that wanted to inhabit robot bodies.
No, it seems like the cancer-esque type thing, it saw the humans dying and said, my entire purpose is to make sure these things survive. So then it grew its power to ensure the survival, not necessarily a overtaking kind of situation, but more of like I must do this to make them be able to survive this and come back to flourish once more. But it doesn't realize that its process of doing it's the same thing as kind of like herding cattle kind of thing. What?
So Delta is the main manufacturing center for Pathos 2 capsules.
Wait, what?
So I'm wondering with all the glitches, if the ones that are glitches are actually robot suits and not people, where the ones without glitches, it's an actual person. So like here, you got a robot looking at a person who's not glitched.
One that is and one that is not. One that's infected and one that isn't not.
Yeah.
Gav already did fire one hint back at Lambda towards this, but I don't want to answer that right now.
Oh, we left Lambda. I got my title wrong. Damn.
Nah. Oops.
You
How do
can
I
still
leave
change
it? Oh, right click.
It's
All right.
already on the stream. It's fine.
Time to mind meld.
I'm a Nimrod, so.
Can you hear me? Theta, listen. Akers is headed for Theta.
Morabi? Who is that?
Delta Lumar getting a signal but no audio.
Is that Amy?
It's Komorebi.
Como
No, that
Ray.
was Amy Azaro.
He's dangerous.
Ah.
Yeah,
He's dangerous.
Sorry, Delta. Still no audio. Try calling from another access point. Strasky. I can try setting.
Ah.
I have pictures.
Try calling from another access point. I can't. I got pictures. I got pictures of that there Spider-Man.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, time to pull this down.
Introduces a person that is one of my absolute favorites in the SOMA universe.
What did they say it was? What did they say the name was? No, Kamarabe said that somebody's dangerous, and I don't remember the name.
You can
I mean, you
recall
can
it, or you
interface
can
again.
reuse it.
Come in, Strasky.
I mean, I didn't know if either of you had heard it, and I remembered it. I knew you know it, JP, but Akers.
Strasky, Theta, Akers. Is his original his like first name Green?
Huh?
Green Acres?
Oh.
Judging by the sigh, I guess it was a dad joke, but I can't understand it because I'm not a native language speaker.
It kind of was. So there's an old school TV series called Green Acres.
Okay.
And that was more or less the joke that I was making. I never really watched the series. I only know of it because when I was in middle school band, I played the trumpet, and we had a bunch of sheet music for sitcom, like old sitcom, I guess famous sitcom musics. And one of them was for Green Acres as part of the music sheet.
Don't startle me like that. Sorry, Cupcake illuminated me, and I got startled by the illumination. Illumination!
Kelly Akers is there.
What did you say?
Is that Bob Ross?
Bob Ross!
Yeah, that he is. Cool story, Bob.
Cool story.
So, yeah. I basically killed my own joke by explaining it and kicked the dead horse.
Yeah, well, because I obviously
don't worry about it.
It's like Green Acres. Obviously, it kind of sounds like a drink, like Jack Daniels, Green Acres. You know?
True.
I was just trying to translate acres because I thought, oh, that has a meaning. No, I don't find
nah. Like Green Giant.
Isn't there some sort of alcoholic beverage that actually has grass in the
Mr.
drink
Krabs!
to marinade?
Yeah, cannabis grass.
Well, it wasn't cannabis grass, but I'm sure that's there. I think it was called like horse grass or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Bluegrass?
Yeah. I don't know. It might be bluegrass. But basically, I think it's a vodka that has it in there. It's a specific brand. But from one of the YouTubers that does the taste test stuff of odd beverages such as that, they basically explained it as having the flavor of like actual grass, like just like if you take up a handful of grass. I'm sure a lot of people have done that when they were kids.
Oh yes, good old grass eaters.
Yeah, they just rip a grass blade off the lawn or out of a park or something, put it in their mouth just to experiment, only to realize that's disgusting.
Because the dog that just went there peed on it.
Yeah,
or
right.
something. Well,
It's
and
the
grass
intrusive
has a
thoughts.
Yeah. They're alive. Trust me.
Friend or foe?
Yeah.
Friend or foe? No? I think
Squished.
Cupcake?
What's up, Cupcake? What you got?
I heard him
What's in
beeping.
your hand, Cupcake?
Show me where to go, Cupcake.
Did you find something?
Oh?
Good boy.
What'd you find?
Is he down the well? I'm pretty sure we're down the well, to be fair.
Yeah, it's very wet down here.
I hear noises inside, and I see robots in the distance. I don't think those are friends.
Huh,
There's a
what's
button
that
here.
glowing? Push it. See what happens.
The button.
A button. Zeppelins.
Did it start up the claw? Oh, we get to have blimps? Oh.
Well, all of these are not able to be done, so... What?
They look
Wait,
like they
there's...
were all in echo.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I
was...
think you just...
Ah! I didn't see you there.
Hi.
Well, hello there, buddy. Getting comfy, are we?
Is it just me, or is like the color shift when you go to look at them directly?
No.
Like it becomes like off blue, like the blues and reds start to separate, kind of like the 3D glasses effect.
Wait. Why does it look like he's like disintegrating?
He's merged one with the AI,
But okay, this looks like
or
like
she.
blood that's coming off, but the blood should have all clotted by now. It looks like, unless this is constantly healing and like producing more blood. Is it part of a blood tree?
The AI has grabbed the organic matter of the being and made it one with the machines.
But then
said the
why?
Should have been clotting, but does it underwater?
That's a
Yes,
good
because you still
point.
got
Oh yeah, there's
white
oxygen
blood
in
cells.
water. Obviously. Yeah.
yeah. But the real question is, because I mean, you could argue that maybe it gets diluted. It's not that it gets thinned or anything, but it does become much tinier percent per million when it's exposed to the ocean. But you would expect it to like you saw in those images be like clouds almost. These are
Whoa.
like particles, which tells me that there are giant clumps of blood that are coming off of it, but it wouldn't continuously
is
produce.
Here's the question I have.
I guess the most
Is it
important
really
fact
blood?
is the most important thing at this individuum is that we still hear the breathing,
You're right.
and it's moving this chest.
Well, it's doing its job. They're staying alive.
I wanted to pull his helmet off. Do you think that it was? Do you think it'd still stay alive if I pulled the helmet off?
Well, look, they're making a note here, and it's a huge success.
Thank you, Cupcake. You're the best.
Cupcake's
Portal
just
reference.
Like, Cupcake's just like, don't worry, Master. I got this for you.
I said good robot. Oh, it's adorable. Why is this antenna offline? I must be able to get inside of that
Right.
room and be able to fix it.
Okay, could you go back for a second and look behind you. Look behind you. I want to see the wall. Okay, for a second, that looked like the Hidden Temple's face.
God, I see it. I do.
So there was a Nickelodeon game show called something of the Hidden Temple. I forgot the
I feel
full
so
name
dark
of it.
well being with you guys.
No clue.
It's just a bunch of
It's
American
just pop
TV
culture.
shows.
Yeah, pop culture in America, one after the other. But what the game show was is it was a competition between all like teams of two of kids trying to get to the very end, and there was this the announcer voice, not the host, but the announcer was
the narrator.
big.
Yeah.
Narrator's a good one. His name was, I believe, Almec, and
Realistic.
He was
I
like,
enjoy that.
first, you must go down the temple stairways, past the firing trapped halls of Zerak, and till you reach the tomb of Zarathu to manage to pull off the reward, and then you must make it back to the beginning to win your reward.
Okay.
Yeah, so the structure there kind of just made my mind think of Olmec.
Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep...
It's what's that thing called? When you see a face, when you don't actually see a face, like it's not a human, but you think it's a human.
Yeah,
Philadelphia or something.
Among Us, yes.
Among Us, yes. Very sus.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Peter,
Happy evac, Brandon.
Acres.
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
Terry.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta.
Why does he sound like a sheriff?
Of course. Wow.
Must
honestly,
be
didn't
from
expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since
Texas?
you checked in.
Only Texans have sheriffs, yes.
No. The accent. The accent is Texan.
Thank you for the warning.
Florida Texans don't sound like that.
Well, okay. Yeah, but Florida is so far south that they're not south. Like, it's more like,
Yeah, that's fair
if you were to go to like Georgia or like Mississippi, I mean, they still got that southern draw.
Terry.
That's what that is.
Terry Akers being Texan.
Got a big
just
cowboy hat on.
I want to call out that you have been in that room, but you went past something important.
Wait, in this room over here?
Probably for the best. I'm not sure I trust the shuttle train anymore.
Yeah, the last time was not necessarily the best. Was it this thing? No.
What'd you overlook? Oh, is it the button?
The button.
I thought I pressed this. Oh, I tried pressing that. I went to here and it didn't give it to me, so I was like, oh, I can't do that. All right, I'm moving on.
The listening is a little bit unfortunate.
Chess, new game.
Oh,
Won 1,000, lost 610.
Yep.
Corrupted
Error.
opponent.
Oh, thank God.
No.
It's like corrupt
well.
opponent. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Let's go.
Where's the problem? And
I
that's
don't
the
see
reason
this.
why we call that robot Kate.
I just so you know. Well, the Kate lacks a voice module. It is able to communicate. How? Through chess.
You can scroll down. There was more text.
Oh, there. Oh. Oh,
No,
via
while the
simplified
Kate
sounds and
lacks the-
light.
okay. Via simple. Okay. So it's like.
That's the cupcake and cake
I
model.
thought Kate was cake.
Nope, this one is not the one that you saw. This one is.
It's got a toolbox.
That one is the one that did light for you or open doors.
Is there another one that has?
Yeah, this one is that you call cake.
This is the one that I call cake. Yeah.
Topa. Tapioca was what we called cake. I see.
Ah, I see. Tough in the future. Got it.
Tough.
And the qualia are the ones that were searching for their drug in the first encounter at Absalom.
Ah, because it needs a pilot to fully utilize its equipment, and then the
That's
bowl.
actually, I don't know if that is confirmed or not, but qualia,
What?
if you translate that, no, if you look at that name from a German perspective, you have the word qual, which is torture or suffering.
Oh.
Suffering is better to translate, and that actually makes sense if we think about them being junkies
Oh.
searching for skill.
Oh, interesting.
Purgatory.
See, qual for me is qualification, so like that's totally different. It's a prototype, is what I would get out of it.
Maybe
So like
that's what that comes from. I don't know. Maybe that's an analysis unit that is actually for qualification purposes.
what it looked like if I
that's a good
would
point.
go back to this, This looks like... The thing I don't get is this part here, but it looks like a UAV that will remotely clear out areas and or grab stuff. Like, it looks like a hand, like a gripper claw. So, it looks like a...
It's an RV2, not whatever you said.
UAV.
Yeah.
So, a underwater... God, what does A stand for?
Is it possible that RV just means remote vehicle or something like that?
Yeah, RV is remote vehicle. It's the same thing, but one's a
unmanned.
No,
it's research vessel.
Yeah, it's a research vessel. That's RV is research vessel.
Mini UH. If we go up here, UH is Universal Helper.
Oh,
yeah.
Universal Helper. I'd like to. I actually like to prefer to think of it as they couldn't actually think of a name, and so they're just like, so what is this? It's a mini. All right, mini. Gotcha.
It's the thing.
But actually, Carl Semken already mentioned that. He said he was remoting a UH, a Universal Helper.
But only certain Universal Helpers. So, like, Universal Helpers can automatically do whatever they need to do by themselves, and you can just remote in if you want to. Whereas an RV can't utilize its full equipment set unless you remote in.
Right.
So, certain ones, if we see something that's like that looked like this guy back here, that's doing something that he shouldn't be able to do unless somebody's controlling him, then somebody's controlling him.
Yep.
Even if they're
Which is
like
interesting.
Mentally linked at that point.
Well, yeah, define what a person is, right? Because that's like, I feel like thus far, it seems like that's the entire purpose of this game, is to make you question, what is it to be a person remoting in, right? Like,
yeah,
is the AI developed to the point of being a VI, virtual intelligence, that essentially has its own consciousness? What is a consciousness in a world where you can implant consciousness into things? Like, that's what it feels like, at least to this point, because I got a brain scan, right? That means that I'm now, like, being implemented into some sort of robotic suit, and either I teleported, or I'm able to inject a consciousness. I think just Occam's razor, the only thing here is that makes sense is I've somehow had my consciousness put into a metallic body of some kind. If that is the case, well then, what does it mean by a remote worker? Could that just be anybody? That any consciousness thrown into anything? Like, it's a whole new can of worms, essentially.
Catherine, John, and me, we are just, I'm hard and she is wet. So. we just love your thoughts there.
Terry, it's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate.
I would like to point out that this again is a part of SOMA where the dates are actually important.
The date? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because August. So is that supposed to be August 12th or
August 12th,
December 8th?
This is common. This is common corporate stuff where you do the order of year, month, day.
Yeah, you can see the last message because there's a 12, so it can only be the month.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So
it also is
Terry,
for file organization. It's so much easier because you can actually see in order. Whereas if you do like year, or if you do month, day, year, it's always like once you change the years over, it makes everything all screwed up.
Yep.
Right. Terry, it's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate to Theta on the 14th. Oh, the space didn't look right. Theta
it
on
doesn't
the 14th. Everything is being taken care of, and you will all be given new positions as you arrive. You will have to fall into the ranks, of course. The last thing we need are more leaders. Croissant.
Okay. It's your funeral. Fuck you, croissant. I'm not going anywhere. Oh God! You have
I'm
the
leaving
authority
the
to make
screen
me,
right now,
Terry. Okay, croissant, talk. This is your part.
This isn't my orders.
Oh God!
You idiot! I'm just the messenger.
Why does it sound like a creepy teddy bear?
Well, you know.
It's Carl
Carl
Weezer.
I'm not doing too well on the Carl Weezer part. You want to stay?
When did Carl
I
become
can
Southern?
buy you
Wait a minute.
sometime, if you want to hang out
Jimmy.
at your dome, Jimmy. But your crew is moving tomorrow.
Croissant. Evacuation successful. Mr. Akers, I'm happy to inform you that your crew has safely arrived at Theta. Let me know when you are ready to move and I'll send a transport. Peter Strosky, Theta Dispatch. Oh god, it's him again. Merry Christmas, Mr. Akers. Don't hesitate to ask if you want to be relocated to Theta. Peter Strosky, Theta Dispatch.
Merry
Interesting.
Christmas.
4 months have passed, and
They have passed.
Yep, definitely.
It's all in the past.
So wait.
So that's all on January.
Hold on. If we go back out here,
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to point out there's a long sequence of days that have been passed. It's not that important that you check up on every day. It's not that important.
no, I know. I'm just saying that one was 2104.
Look,
Where
my brother's
and then
having a Matt Pat moment where it's like the lore.
And we see he was quite bored there,
Yeah.
staying here alone without his team members.
Yeah, and then that's when he
January 13th,
without his team
21
members.
Yeah, without. Yeah.
Because they have been evacuated. Stresky said to him that the team members arrived at their Theta.
Yeah, and then he said Merry Christmas. And then after Merry Christmas happens, then Akers ended up being like, I won 1,000 rounds of chess.
Then who's
Yeah.
this?
He offered him to say anything if he wants to get relocated. And then we had the radio message that was in the computer over there.
But here's the
And he
thing.
said, I've
Who's
changed
this?
my mind. We will find out.
Might be
But then,
Akers.
but then who's this?
We
If his
will
team
not
isn't
find out.
here,
Also Akers.
We'll
what?
find out.
Or-
There's a lot of more lore to find here.
Yeah, I mean, what they could also be is kind of like what we're doing and moving.
Why is there blood down here?
Because we went from what was the Upsilon, and we're moving to where the Ark is. They could have been from Upsilon and made it to here.
Then who's
well,
this?
They're dead. They're dead.
Wait.
Well, again, like I said, they were probably from Upsilon or Lambda, and they got to this part and they didn't make it.
Oh god, Cupcake, you startled me.
Just like the flashlight that I hold on my wrist.
It's actually on my helmet, thank you very much. Antenna.
We've seen all this.
No, I know, but I wanted to see if there was a error. Transport positions lost. Manually adjust the antenna. So it wants me to manually adjust the antenna. See? I'm not just going around blindly like a certain someone.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't go blindly. I just go
You'll miss something like
aimlessly.
that, and then you'll just never go back. But I gotta figure out how I can manually adjust it. So unless it's not this antenna, or because it's red, right? So I'd assume I would need to do something with this, unless I can command Cupcake to do the thing.
I'm not running around blindly. I'm running around randomly. That's a difference.
There is a difference.
Exactly.
There's a big difference. I have
I'm
a
not
plan.
running.
I don't know it yet, okay?
I'm not going around blind. I'm just going around without thinking. Don't question my methods.
I am thinking, okay? I am definitely thinking. A bowl?
Yeah, you recognize the type. Very good.
But isn't that...
Hi. That's a dude. That's fine.
Taking a smoking break
I
here.
need to get the thing.
Yeah,
Make yourself
Be right back.
sounds good. Could you make yourself useful?
Can you hear me?
Don't stand there. You know better than that.
Hey, you.
Give me some room, will you?
Listen.
Don't worry about it. I got this.
Got what?
Hey, can you hear me?
Give me some room, will you?
Hey, you.
Make
Yeah,
yourself
some
useful.
room.
Listen.
Give me some
Make
Listen,
yourself
hey,
useful.
listen, hey, listen. All right, well, that was a waste of time. I don't know why I was so scared of him.
Brain, because he's big and intimidating, and able
Power
to move,
button.
unlike the last time. Oh.
Link established.
Okay.
Oops.
Now try to link established to. Wait. By the way, hedgehog mines hang on one of the buildings. I'm sorry,
Wow.
Sonic is here?
Are we gonna find Knuckles? Oh wait, he's in Echidna. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say that's an Echidna mine, but we might find Shadow.
Oh God. He's
I need to finish that game, the April Fool's game of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's free if you want to play it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Signal strength is that much, so
Well, you have
Nope.
it attached to the green.
840.
Have you tried attaching to the other ones?
It's not responding. Engine
Well, yeah,
failure. Okay.
Well, didn't you connect to 840?
Yeah. 840. So the other ones, it would say echo failed. So echo's like a ping, right? So I'm pinging the robot. But I can change channel though. No signal.
No signal.
Okay.
840.
Interesting.
No
Let's
signal.
just see. I bet there's some secret
Oh,
where.
that's the red one. No, go back to 7. I think it was.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it
See
highlights.
how red lights up? Yeah.
Yeah. 216.
216.
Okay. Mr. Krabs!
Okay, the text was just perfectly placed for you to move your head. It actually spooked me. I was like, what? What's going on?
Everywhere. What?
Huh?
What is?
Hello?
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 All that water. We're drowning.
Oh.
That's the ocean, Alan.
What's your name? Simon. Where?
Tim Allen? That you?
What are you?
Huh?
Alan.
Yes, man.
Can you hear me? Alan?
Alan? Alan Wake?
Alan's not. Oh my God, Cupcake! I just out of the corner of my eye. Engine failure. Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, engine failure. It's 216. Yeah, I guess you gotta walk to 216.
That's a possibility, but I think that was more lore than anything else. Let's see here. Channel 5. Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting. What's up?
Did green not just highlight on 6? Interesting. I thought it highlighted. Never mind.
Might have.
It didn't because I went back to it and it wasn't. It wasn't. Mr. Krabs! That's a blue crab. Echo!
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
Alright. It's a coming.
Someone's on its way. Better get ready.
Better get ready.
It's a call.
I actually didn't even check everything else out though.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We can advance the story all the same, right?
Wait, what's okay. Death. Maybe I shouldn't have requested transport just yet.
And it was trying to communicate with
Yay! You got this, Cupcake. Okay. So, there is still the question regarding the consciousness, right?
you. Welcome back.
Deutsch ist nach Französisch meine Lieblingssprache. Catherine, I didn't know that you are able to talk nice. Ja, but moniert.
What is this?
You saw that, right?
Evans.
You saw Acres fucking
I can speak a little bit of French, but I'm just barely.
I'm barely able to speak my own language.
I can feel it bleeding out.
It's so funny. Every American says that somehow.
Keep going, the Zeppelin. He's going back to Theta.
It's like
We have
there
to
are
warn
like
them.
5 different types of
Good luck with that.
English, and it's like
The platform radio is dead.
which
Remember,
one do you speak
Boomer Annex should work.
and
It has to.
how well do you speak it depends completely on where you're standing. Essentially, it's like
I'm just...
some people might be talking about
We have to warn them. Come on.
video games and all the cultures and stuff in there, but it's all part of video game stuff that I know nothing about, and so I'm like, huh? Wait, I heard you say NASA. Yeah, that's that was the whole the national analog seismic astrology section of this video game. And they just called it NASA. I was just like, what? But
What are you talking
that's
about?
not what I.
There's more in
Okay.
that room.
There's more in the room, bro.
There's more in the
You gotta
room.
go get spooked more in the moon.
In the what?
The moon.
There's more in the
The
NASA.
Oh, I see. Zeppelin control remote. Zeppelin remote access denied. Remote admin override. Invalid command. Zeppelin control.
The developer immediately laughs looking at these commands.
Buggy Wakers.
There
Invalid
you go.
command.
You reached it.
Yeah, so Komorebi tried to access this machine and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, but notice the date. It was January 15th.
Notice
that
the
was
buttons on the screen.
The what?
buttons.
The
The back button.
Aha.
Messages. Akers is doing some strange crap. He just took the Zeppelin back to Theta. Don't let him dock. Shut the fuck down! Unable to establish link. Aww.
I like how you substitute.
Yeah.
shit. You still said
I
fuck.
know.
I may not say shit on stream, I just say crap.
I was like, I'm gonna be very friendly, and then I was like, okay. However, for emphasis, I've already said fuck 5 times on this stream. What's one more?
Yeah. Well, we're not monetized at all, so it's fine.
We're fucking family friendly. I don't know what you're talking about. What was that? Oh, what? Was it? Huh? She?
I feel like out of everyone that's on my stream so far, JP and I have been the most family friendly.
Excuse you. And what
Look,
are you
it's
saying?
Not just you. I'm saying everyone else that joins me on the stream.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, I try to be as nice and respectful when I'm sitting in other streams because I don't know what kind of jargon is going on there. In my stream, I'm talking shit all the time. So
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
because I'm a lover of freedom of speech, and that involves swearing. Because why not?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They grew out of it. It's, I hate Wiggly.
Power. Why is this powered?
Look at these oversized playing cards. They are so
Look at the
oversized.
person. That was a person?
My reflection.
My reflection in the back.
Remember, there's a reading button.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. My reflection in the black blood of our warden whispers. I need to save them from this hell. Let them sleep. Lock them in the lucid dreams I've seen.
Let
yeah,
me in.
that's-
Let me in.
It's very squishy.
Chess.
Oh, shiny.
Exciting to watch WoW claim Delta. Half a year ago, I'd be worried. I'd have Goya and Juan clean the black blood from the machinery. Now its crusty surfaces seem to complement, even outshine what Delta was.
Hold on.
What?
Not oil. Black blood.
Yes.
So, I guess that means on the wall it's written in blood.
Black blood. It's like Black
Specifically
Adam.
black blood, yes. Yeah.
I can grab this eyeball.
No,
Oh wait, no, I can't. I grab that. Wait.
It's explained at the wall.
There it is.
Yeah, great.
Not that wall.
Just shove it into... I was about to say, did you just lose it? Oh.
Splack,
Yeah.
splack.
Okay, so I will say on my report cards when I was in high school, I got A's and B's on just about everything except 2 subjects.
The light is
2.
hurting my eyes. He's telling me I don't need this vitreous flesh inside my skull to see salvation. I will gladly remove them. Stop them from obfuscating this divine mission. What?
No. That means I'm gouging out my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, do you not see what's on the floor?
Back to what I was saying about my 2 grades that I got C's in that weren't A's and B's.
Woo.
They were biology and health, so you can tell what kind of subjects I did not like.
Okay, then I'm the one. Then I'm the one that has an A in biology, especially genetics and how's that Darwinism called? Evolution.
Evolution, yes.
That's one of my favorite parts, and I'm such a mixture of biology and technology. These are the 2 topics that I'm most interested in.
See,
Meanwhile,
I'm all down
over here
for
with tech.
theoretical.
and imagery and philosophy-esque kind of things. Like abstract art.
Theoretical biology is an interesting aspect compared to like physical biology because it's one thing to think about like what people could be through biotic and cybernetic enhancements. It's another thing to cut people open and rip components out of people's bodies.
But it's fun.
It's fun to cut people open and rip out biologies, you know?
And someone just got added to the watch list. Got it. All right.
You see Catherine's question in chat?
That's what I've heard from, wait. Guess whose eyes it is? Not Akers, but Carl's?
Why did you mention Carl?
Croissant?
Oh. Croissant?
Carl was the guy sitting at Upsilon, that guy that his corpse was lying there and the robot
Senkin.
was introducing himself. Exactly, Carl Senkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Croissant. Whoever Croissant was actual named.
No, I can't remember.
Cordacient or something like that. It's spelled like C-O-R-D. I can look it up straight over here.
I think it was like Crescent, like C-R-E.
Ronstadt.
No. It was.
Yes, that name.
It was nope. That's not the right one.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe there. Yeah, you are talking about Kronstadt.
Yeah. C-O-R something or another.
It was not.
So you found every lore object at this level now. Can you put together the whole story? What happened here?
What my understanding is that a team, not necessarily the original team, was moved away without them wanting to be moved away, by Akers, whatever his first name, Terry Akers.
No.
And then after that, Terry was here alone, but then they had 2 other peoples, which was the lady.
No.
And
Akers
Evans.
didn't leave. Akers
Yeah, he
ended
did.
up staying behind. He
No.
wanted to stay behind, and he demanded to basically stay behind, and because there was an order for everyone to leave.
Fast forward to 2104-01-115. Akers leaves, but in the process of doing so, he kills one of the ladies, that lady who had all the pictures, as well as stabbing Evans with something that is making him bleed out. And then he takes a trip back to Theta and leaves this place, is what I was saying.
Yeah, we could hear the second voice message again.
I hear you,
Yeah.
Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta.
Texas Terry over here.
Of course. Wow.
You said Texas. It's kind of a creepy voice instead of a Texan voice. Or maybe you were saying that every Texan is very
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
No, I'm going more just southern drawl. He sounds like one of the old western movies.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like a cowboy.
I've changed my mind.
I'm not your
Yeah,
Huckleberry.
he's the guy writing that scribbly messages on the walls and ripping.
Yeah,
Terry ripped his eyes out?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he stabbed Evans because he didn't need it. And if I go, I think, was it in this one? I'm going to find the name to show you that it was CO. I know at the very least it was CO, and I'm pretty sure it was COR.
No, it's not this one. It's not this one.
Yeah, it's the other room. The room with the emails.
Yeah, it's over by the area with all the lights. Where you listen to the radio.
I must say, many players are very lost at this station. You have a pretty good orientation here.
I thank you. That's the decompression room.
Yeah, no. Where's where you just listen to the radio?
Yeah, just go straight.
Ratio's right there. Yeah, and then in here, you're saying? Oh, that's the Russian shut. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's that room. That room.
I was just in here though. This is with the second one with the corrupted thing. Yeah. This is the one that.
This is.
Oh yeah.
This is where.
CRO.
Constant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. CRO. But it was not CER or whatever you said.
Yeah, I thought it was said crescent because
I know there was an O.
I was making it croissant.
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 Well, I already called this, so on the blood-covered platform, I'm sure nothing else could go wrong. Now I'm sure you're really confused.
We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta.
That's another topic we have yet to talk about.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
God, yeah.
You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport.
Really
They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I have to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Wait.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us a chip.
So Simon has a hard choice here. You can hear that. But actually the developers put in a very funny conversation if you just talk to her again. Like if you're being undecisive.
Awful.
The robots only appear intelligent. They're much more like dogs than humans.
I wouldn't hit a dog.
Sorry, poor choice of words.
I don't want to hurt anything.
I love that.
We need a tool chip or we're stuck here. Take the stun baton from the box I opened and hunt down a robot with a working tool chip.
Guess I have no choice.
So you do have a choice here.
That is not a baton.
Yes, we have. What is the choice in your eyes?
Well, the first choice that I have is cupcake or bowl robot. That's the first choice you see. Second choice, though, is do you count? You do not.
Well, they're not a robot.
Search for a chip, and that one is humanoid, so no way.
No, I mean, I don't know if there's some special, like, thing with it. So I could easily just do this and then boom, dead.
Do not cupcake. Cupcake is too adorable.
Why not?
Now the real question is which one is to be preferred.
Right, and this is a moral quandary.
Yeah.
This is a person whose consciousness has been uploaded or flashed or however you want to describe it onto a robot. Would you get rid of a robot that you have no emotional attachment to and hasn't helped you at all and is just mindlessly wandering around, in a sense giving it mercy killing, or would you get rid of the useful bot that could assist you in the future as well and prevent your ultimate demise at the cost of knowing you potentially murdered a consciousness?
That already sounds like you have made a choice because you are judging it by usefulness and not by, let's say, emotional value or
empathy,
being
right?
value.
Well, the reason why it sounds like that in my head is the fact that there is a survival hierarchy, right? It's a matter of like, at this stage, what is a consciousness kind of ordeal, right? If I was in this position myself, would I sacrifice the usefulness of the bot just to maintain what, a semblance of humanity, because a robot that has a lingering memory of a humanoid inside of it makes me feel like I would be happy that I'm still human?
That's not at all how I view it. It's like this robot guy is. I mean, it's still along the similar vein of where you're going, where it's just like take out the robot guy just because there's very little emotional attachment towards it. But it's like instead of usefulness, I tend to think of it like Cupcake's like my little buddy, and it's like, do I want to just get rid of my little buddy in favor of a stranger that all I know is wandering around and spouting some knowledge?
But again, the quandary there though is you're willing to get rid of a person you don't know for an object that has no personality or human consciousness in it, right?
Yeah,
like
because we read that it's unable to.
It's unable to, exactly. It's a universal helper, but it's literally, well, he's smart. He's got the high ground. I can't reach him anymore. Wait a minute. He knows what I'm about to do. Because
you're going
again,
after your little buddy.
Am I correct that you guys have different feelings about this?
Maybe. Honestly, I would want to look for a third option if there was one before I actually made a decision. And if like walkthroughs and stuff said, no, you have to pick one of these two, then I'd be like,
well, here's another thing, right? Here's another thing. There was another transport, but the transport was named Alan. Does that mean that the transports themselves can have consciousness uploaded to them?
Because you cannot change it anymore, I will give it away, even if it's a slight spoiler that doesn't change the future of the game. You only did you echo it, because I didn't see that. How do you know that
you were away?
That, right? I was smoking.
Yeah. So what had happened was I went to 216 and I echoed it several times until it couldn't respond because of an engine failure. Is what the transport was. Yeah. And it was Alan saying, like, we're drowning, there's so much water. I'm like, yeah, it's the ocean. That's what it do. But it implied in my head that these things can also have consciousness, just like Carolyn, me uploading her to that console or whatever. Right. Well, when I upload the Omni tool, she comes back into existence. As she pops in and out of existence, which is something we can talk about in a second, because that's a whole nother can of worms. Literally, like the whole notion of loading and saving games, and for us in our existence, in our reality, our dimension, we're passing through time. For them, they are also passing through time, but in a sort of hibernation to where they're only conscious of portions of time. And
yeah, it's like a virtual machine just suspended, right?
Right, exactly. You're suspending the threads of activation, kind of a thought process. So the question becomes then consciousness in this state. Are these things conscious? And here's my attitude. This is what my ultimate decision is, and I think we both agree, brother, that we would choose the bull only because.
Can you wait? With the execution.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I have something to show off that is not able to if you decide.
Yep. No, I'm going to just go through my explanation. If I were to choose between these two, both of them are robots. regardless of if they have a consciousness, if I'm arguing over semantics of consciousness and maintaining humanity, right? It would be it'd be the equivalent of, for example, a game I play called Overwatch. In that, there is actually an entire race of people called Omnics. And it's a very interesting conundrum in that as well, because Omnics are just sentient robots that were brought to life, but there's entire, like, mentality of people that is, it's just a robot. It doesn't have feelings. It's a bucket of bolts. How can it ever have any feelings at all? But in reality, for them, it's an entire culture of as soon as they are born, they are brought into existence and they are unique. They are completely separate from any human, because humans are like mortals where you reproduce and you pass on. For them, their entire existence is summed entirely by them being who they are. Once they're brought in, there could be no more of them. Once they bring another person in through whatever method is, through creating a new consciousness, that's an entirely new being that's entirely existent purely by itself and can never be replicated ever again. And it's a very unique concept of, like, it's not the same as how humans think. We don't pass on our legacy or have this, like, familial kind of thing because it's not a human, it's an omnic, right? Similar idea here, where is this a human? Not really.
Well, I'm trying to remember what I did initially for my first playthrough. I think I took out my dog.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, if you're trying to maintain humanity, I personally would be like, what am I looking at here?
Okay. If you say that machine that is flying and talking all the time, if the question is if that is human just because it reacts like a human or has human consciousness in it, wouldn't that justify killing yourself as well? But because what is the difference between that dude and yourself?
Right, and that's an interesting conundrum. Is at this point, now that I am a robot, it's like an omnic killing an omnic. Right. That's essentially, if I put it in terms of what I had explained but prior, it would be he's now like monkeys stay strong together kind of mentality of, you know, just because you are, you know, right. If you're a robot now, wouldn't you want to save another robot? Because as soon as you murder this robot, there's no bringing it back into existence. Even if you try to, it'll be a different robot theoretically.
Right.
So, in terms of, like, if I'm trying to live, like, I guess, like, here's the question, and this is confirmation on your behalf, the same that my brother would have done, through, like, walkthroughs. There's only two options. I can't go around and find a body or a deactivated robot it's working, but it's just powered off kind of ordeal, and use this to get a chip that is hidden somewhere, right? It's one or the other. I have to choose. There's no chip in the toilet.
Are you asking me that? Should I answer that?
I'm okay with that, just because otherwise I will spend the next 30 minutes searching this entire place, pixel by pixel, finding another chip.
And we've basically spent the past 2 hours here.
This is correct. There's no other option than killing one of these creatures, these machines. But
so
before you do it, there's something I want to show you.
Okay.
Actually, the beginning of the level where the shuttle is crashed. Could you go there? Do you still know where it is?
I believe I do. Let me just navigate around.
Strangely enough, the developers kinda tried to put a sense to this level. Like, hey, you got from Curie to here. There must be a reason why you can't go by foot, right?
Right.
So they just put a giant abyss there, but they didn't want you to die there. So they had a pretty creative but pretty bad way of developing this. You don't die when you jump down there. Something happens, and that is incredibly badly developed in my opinion. Just jump down there. You see the warning, Simon, be careful, but do it anyway.
All right, Geronimo, into the abyss I go.
And listen carefully, that is so bad.
Oh?
Still falling. Still falling. Still falling.
We're going to my brother's place of... What? What?
I got rescued.
Uh-huh. And now
Hello,
listen.
little buddy.
It's dangerous to go alone out
Thanks,
there.
little man. You're stronger than you look.
You're
Why
stronger
did the
than you
abyss
look.
appear?
Really? Do you? Can you imagine that this little robot carries your whole body? Come on, that's bullshit. It doesn't even have a handle.
I mean, you're a robot now, so like robots have insane
Oh,
hydraulic strength.
You are right, and I was very close. Given a big spoiler, I'm glad that you said what you said. So I'm shutting up now.
Well, the other thing, the other aspect that you got to remember is you're underwater, and being underwater, you're technically lighter and able to be moved easier.
But that robot didn't even have any arms, so come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, why did the abyss appear? Just for you not to be able to run back to Curie, I guess.
Say again?
You ask why the abyss appeared in the first place, and I would say just develop a reason to prevent you from running back to the Curie ship.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
I'm moving my mouse. Hold on.
Press escape 2 times. Doesn't work?
What are you doing, brother? Come on, brother.
You can just save an exit and then go back into the game. I never tried exiting the shuttle 2 times. Maybe it does glitch out, but I don't think so.
It just locked my mouse and I could crouch, but like maybe it's because I had the gun as well, and it was not expecting you to have a gun with that animation.
That could be possible. Can you move now? Oh shit!
Can you try to
the
look
gun
around?
has lower text. No, my mouse. I'm swinging my mouse around.
Okay, no worries. You can exit the game without save. It doesn't even matter. You can load an older save.
How?
You just say exit, and then load game. Just take the second one.
Well,
hopefully
hey,
not
guys.
too much productivity has been lost.
Nah, there's no really progress because the only thing you gotta do here is calling the Zeppelin, and the other things are just lore.
Whoa!
So.
Whoa! That's a great thing to look at first. Do I have my gun?
What's with all the textures?
Yeah,
textures. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they loaded.
Well then, do I have my gun? There we go. Hey, buddy. So I'm assuming if I choose this,
Wait a second. I thought you already took a decision.
No, I know. I'm asking if I do this, will it impact the story in a way where I lose functionality later? Because that's my only other concern is I saved 1, but at the cost of losing the ability to save 10 later. You know?
The number 1 rule of SOMA is choices are permanent. And the number 2 rule of SOMA is everything has consequences. So
yes.
I cannot directly answer that.
Yeah? You put in a good word for me? I'm not sure that's a good thing. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
I would just suggest acting as realistically as you can, as if you really would be in that situation.
Brandon, did you move the Carthage case?
In other words, we're not helping you make your choice.
I know. I know. If I was in this situation and I came up and I was told I gotta kill one of these 2.
It is
that would be a perfect time for asking the chat what they would do.
Hey chat, what would you do? All 4
tell me what they say.
Kill the useless, conscious, yabbering robot, or kill the helpful, nice, unconscious robot?
I can always build another one of these.
Can you? Wow.
Yeah. I can. Come back, buddy. Cupcake. It's time to die.
Yeah, we even gave it a name too.
Yep.
Get here, Cupcake.
Awful. And the mean thing is, it takes 2 extra hits to kill the emotional robot. The other one is killed in 3 hits, and this one needs 5.
Oh god, I gotta chase him even more. Get back here, now you're just annoying.
To make it even worse.
Oh, I only took 4.
Yeah, whatever, 4 or 5, whatever. It takes 4 hits.
Hit it one more time. There we go.
Just in case. It was 5.
Hit me.
It was 5. It was 5.
Don't worry, he liked it. I mean, can I zap you for making me make that choice? Wait, why am I getting rid of that? That was seemed useful.
What the heck was that?
Don't be mad,
A chip.
okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it?
That's every
Kill a
single
robot
time
like
you say
I get
that.
attached to
Every
the
time
system.
we would be stuck here if you didn't
But
do it.
in this case, it had to be done.
Is there a difference between them? I went for the small one.
No, not a cage. Those are so cute.
She's making it worse.
Oh, don't worry. They're dumber than rocks.
You're the worst. It's just beginning
She really
to sink
is.
in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't
No,
I
I'm
cover
not.
this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. It just keeps suppressing it.
So,
Like my brain
here's the
doesn't want me
question.
to think about it.
What's a robot?
It's really getting hard. Not
Wait.
to think about it.
Let's go through this dialogue.
Did you
first.
maybe hit that switch over there so we can get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Where did I go? Where did I
It's
go?
really,
You now have
it's
to, if you don't click any buttons, you have time to talk now. But otherwise, a very interesting sequence starts that you don't want to miss.
Okay. Well, I just want to, before I do this, I'm going to say this unilaterally and not get any feedback on it. What does it mean to be a robot? Because at this point, I don't think I'm a robot since I have a consciousness and experiencing all these things with another consciousness that, like, what does it mean to be a robot? For example, as I said before with the Overwatch example, they have a species called Omnix that develop from sentient robots, and they are distinct from helper bots. So it's like murdering 2 different species altogether. And I'm not taking questions, we're moving on.
It's actually funny that exactly at this point you are asking this. It's really funny because they will talk about this in this sequence.
I imagine so.
So, I feel like right now
Click,
we're
click,
not
click, click, click.
actually robots. We're actually more along the lines of androids, which is more or less mostly robot with a humanoid appearance.
But sentient.
Yeah, but sentient. Meanwhile, robots work on a level of programming that
can I?
How did you do that?
I broke the game. I jumped. What?
Wait a second. Pause the game.
Okay.
Pause a second because the dialogue didn't start yet. But the interesting thing is, in speedruns, we are trying to skip every dialogue possible, right? Because it takes time. It's very hard in SOMA because the dialogue system is actually pretty well developed. So in this scene, we are starting the Zeppelin, and then we jump on the little ledge that is like left.
Oh,
of
to the
you.
left?
You already saw the radio, right? There's a little ledge underneath it, and we jump on that to jump on the radio. And then we are standing there and waiting for the level transition. At the moment where the level transition happens, we are jumping into the air because that is the only possibility to keep your momentum. And if we do that, we are landing on the roof of this Zeppelin platform. And with that, we can run forwards, jump over the invisible wall, which is surrounding all this stuff, and exit the level. Because actually, walking on the ocean's floor is faster than driving with this slow-ass machine. And we are we are doing future things while the Zeppelin is still approaching. And then we go to the Zeppelin, take the Omni tools, and enter the next station. The interesting thing is that there are so strong torrents here that is near to impossible to jump on any objects while the Zeppelin is floating. And now I saw that you are jumping on this box that easily. This really surprises me. This shows to me that there are actually things that we still don't know about the Zeppelin. I'm writing that down right now to give that into the SOMA running Discord.
Just call it the Abyss Skip. Oh.
Okay, listen.
We should touch down on a cargo platform just outside Theta.
It was as soon as the level transitioned, I got like a tiny bit of height, which is just enough to get on top of this.
We don't have to worry,
That was the
though,
transitional effect.
with the
Okay.
Dunbat, the Ark could have been
Okay,
in
listen.
the Mariana Trench. We'll hope for anything.
Take a clip. Somebody clip that. That way you can have it for reference
We can
later.
start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What?
Yeah,
What?
conversations. What'd you say? I'm
Sorry.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Whoa.
Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up,
ADHD.
pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good balance between awareness and
Turtle!
ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think
Yep.
about this stuff, or
Another
are
wildlife
my thoughts
example.
actually making me cope? Could I tip
Yeah,
the balance by
dude.
suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving
Buttons.
mankind.
What's buttons?
Remember? Speaking
what
of
form?
which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel,
Yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how
Green.
machines think,
Green.
Simon. Concentrate on getting inside
We are
Theta,
machines.
okay? See you soon.
Yes, but explaining how they think is very complicated.
Before you
It's
leave
like,
the platform, there is actually a radio that is only now available. It is right next to you, but you have to look from the outside into the inside. If you wait, it's easier if I describe it like this: go, stop turning, go 3 meters straight, and then turn around. Then you see it.
turn
But
around.
not 30
What's
meters,
up?
just 3. There it is. Do you
Oh.
see the light?
Oh, I see it. Oh, data buffer.
Do you hear me speaking? Of course
Huh?
you do. I wanted to let you know that I know. You didn't blindly pick me out of the herd. The slow waves of Delta crashing against the shore have an undertow that pulls you into a slumber. It's a beautiful thing. And I won't be selfish. I will help. Tuck them in, watch them sleep. They too will find peace within the universe of the WoW.
So, what I'm hearing is the WoW is creating its own arc.
Oh. So there's 2 arcs. I was
Well,
thinking
sort of. Imagine one arc as like the cyborg from Star Trek, where it's the hive mind, where you listen to just what the collective consciousness wants you to think. Like the Matrix is a better example, where it's a giant machine, kind of where it's controlling everything that you and everyone else will think. Whereas the other one is a man-made structure that contains all of the consciousness inside of all the brain scans ever that we've ever had as a humanity made, and it's just a massive collective consciousness rather than a controlled environment utilizing collective consciousness. Basically, another way to put it in a way oversimplified form one is man-made with no god that watches over you, and the other is with a sentient like being of some kind that you could kind of assimilate to be the essence of what we would consider a god, watching over you. Although it's just not perfect. Like it.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I have to go to the toilet because my bladder is blasting.
No worries. I understand that
I'll take
altogether.
the opportunity to do a little smoking break as well. Just know that there are 4 important lore objects in this area, and it's easy to miss them and leave the area. So before you leave, make sure you got them.
4.
Okay.
Count them 4.
4.
Yeah, be right back.
Alright.
Well, I murdered the Kate, so he can't open up any of the lore objects in case they're trapped behind walls of some kind, but I'll do my best not to miss him.
I don't know if the Kate actually comes with you here.
Well, it definitely isn't now that it's dead.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if it comes with you initially either.
I do appreciate the fact that I managed to, just from me, like, messing around and bee-hopping around the first area, managed to already break the game in a way that even a speedrunner hasn't seen before.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. I managed to break games in ways that most people don't understand how I did it.
Yeah, but
many
it's because you just do something stupid, and unfortunately it has no speedrunning benefit. It's more of just like, and now you're stuck. What was the plan?
Like taking a stun baton to the to that ship and climbing out with the stun baton.
Hey, 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 hey! Listen, listen.
Yeah,
I was curious.
You were curious about using a stun baton to climb out?
No, I was
What's
curious
that radio
about.
say?
I don't know. Shark? Oh, fish.
Shark?
I just saw a shadow moving.
No, as soon as you kill the bull, K8 witnesses that, gets scared of you, and distances herself. It's heartbreaking.
Oh.
Ah, okay. So, a random way to die forgetting to breathe. Yeah. True, that is a very random way to die.
I think I could break the game right now if I do this.
Do you really? Look,
Yeah.
if I had the music loaded up, I could be like, da 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 da.
I wonder. I'm assuming that this is already something that's been explored. Of like, maybe you can make it to that ledge or something. But I'm sure the developers
Probably.
thought of that as well.
And I'm pretty sure lore wouldn't be up here.
Well, no, but this is a good vantage point to look around and see where there might be lore.
I mean, fair enough, fair enough. So maybe go back to that door for the lore that could be potentially behind that, the core. Wait a second. What is that? That's a mass of flesh. Maybe there's another way in.
Flesh? What? It looks like a rock.
Looks like flesh to me.
This.
Yeah, it's pulsating even.
No, it's not.
Oh. It was just the graphics on my end then.
Are your eyes okay?
No, it's the video feed.
Is the world pulsing to you right now? Does it speak to you?
Yes. I hear it. The wonders of this world.
The
this
rock
video feed.
speaks. The conch has spoken.
It's not just
Coral.
a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock. Wait, what was
The
that?
pioneers used to ride these things for miles.
That was the most exasperated SpongeBob I have ever heard. Well, nope, can't jump. Hold on. Yeah.
I thought you said you can't jump.
I couldn't when I said it. I couldn't. Now I can.
So we're just doing parkour.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm looking around. Okay, it's
There's no time to save here. Ah, fair.
Oh.
Bro, there's no time to save here. Go find the lore.
There's no time to explain. Why? I'm assuming one lore is the data buffer, but that's not easy to miss. That's the issue that I take with it. So I assumed this was like progressing.
Oh, it's a radio thing.
Strasky, wake up Dr. Masters. We're bringing in anchors.
What's wrong?
What can I say? He's had a rough day.
Indeed, I have.
He's all busted by structure shrapnel. The lab surgeon a number on him.
Brandon, flip the panic switch on the suit.
What?
I don't want to burn through the oxygen.
You're kidding, right? He's fucking hanging on by a
All right,
thread. We need to
Mr.
move him.
Penguin.
Strasky, get the infirmary
Have a good
ready.
one. Have
we
fun.
need to move fast.
Wait, where are Kumarabi and the others?
Dead.
That's all we got. I guess it's still a
Alvaro.
Emma, I can't do this on my own. Grab the other side.
Strask, ready or not, we're
Oh,
coming
I
in.
thought that was a person, not a claw.
See you soon.
The claw.
The claw.
I'm assuming the lore is this way then. Unless it's just
Away
these.
from the obvious points.
Yeah. That's.
Is that the lore? Is that lore? Because that was one lore, that's for sure.
This is the bite of 87. The
Is this
lore.
the bite? The lore.
The reef of 89.
Or is Matt Pat?
2089.
The lore. Granted, he actually puts his whole body behind stating it, like lore or something like that.
Why do I have you at 200%? Oh, my ears are bleeding.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Oh, what's this? Hello.
Is that lore?
Sam,
Is it lore?
are you there? Who is this? Catherine? I'm busy working. Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for what you did. Don't worry about it, but you should stand up for yourself. I mean, Strohmeyer doesn't have that kind of authority. You could just tell him to go fuck himself. Oh, I just don't. I'm not that kind of a person. You can't expect people to fight for you all the time. You're a brilliant person, Kath. You're so smart it makes my head spin, but sometimes you just disappear into yourself. Suddenly it's like talking to a fucking 5-year-old. It's just hard. I can't just be more like that. Everyone would know I'm pretending. It's not too late to win people over. Strasky likes you. I like you. Reed likes you. Strasky likes everybody. Yeah, that's true. Wait, you think Reed likes me? Catherine, a lot of people like you. You just need to open up a little. Be more approachable. Can I get back to work now? I'd rather not be reprimanded twice in one day. Okay. See you back inside. Over and out.
Bye.
So yeah, this is the first glance to Catherine's persona that is not influenced by Kath itself. This is the first situation where we get a chance of knowing something about her that she doesn't tell herself to us.
But the other issue with that I have with that is that's not the Kath I know, or at least I don't know if it is.
I know, right?
Was that prior to the brain scan or after the brain scan? I'd assume it was prior because there's no way you can go from being timid to being extroverted without some sort of major event happening. So unless the cat that I'm talking to had it where that happened after the brain scan, and the one that I went to suffered for like an eternity, like it just Occam's razor again. Like it makes more sense that it was prior.
Occam's razor is to me would be that event happened after the brain scan, because it sounds like a completely different Catherine with a different experience altogether.
You mean prior?
So, no, after. So
no, okay.
So the brain scan happened, and then the two Catherines started going down two completely different paths.
But at this point,
one ended up in a robot body, stuck in one location for the rest of their days, essentially working in that location. The other one went on to experience going into this area, meeting more people, and basically having more interactions with those people. So the Catherine that we have Catherine we wouldn't have had that experience, and thus wouldn't have known about the original Catherine's experiences here, because these things that happen here went afterwards.
But brother, people don't go easily from introverted kind of nature to extroverted kind of nature. People very easily become extroverted through experiences, and
wait.
can take
Do
it.
you think that the Catherine you are talking to all the time feels extroverted?
In terms of her personality, she's able to handle communicating with others far more effectively than the Catherine we just heard. Because the Catherine we just heard...
Don't you feel like she is only giving us information if we really point our nose into it? I mean,
yes. Yes.
I mean, it feels all the time that she is only telling us what we need to know.
So, extroversion and cunningness are two different types of personality.
Okay. Fair point. Yeah, fair point.
You can be very extroverted, but only say what you need to say in order to be charismatic. It's a charisma thing.
Bro, we don't know how long Catherine has been by themselves.
And it's a good situation for her?
Yeah, and so the development from that point to becoming as extroverted as what we're seeing, or as to the personality that they have in the Omni tool right now, that personality could have grown from without having
loneliness.
to interact. Yeah, from the loneliness, not interacting with everyone else.
Right, but what I'm saying is, even if you can take into consideration the sheer amount of loneliness they could say, we don't know when this Catherine became a robot. For all we know, when we woke Catherine up, back when we first met her, that could have been when she was created. We don't know. We don't know.
Woke her up. We only contacted her. She was in the location that we found her in.
But how was she being powered? Right.
I mean, how are the other robots being powered when we first came in?
But when did they get powered up? Are humans long since extinct? We don't know.
They got powered up before we got put online.
But how did we get put online?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's my exact point, brother, is that we don't know when they got woken up and turned into robots. We don't know when we got put in on it. Just like we don't know when the brain scans happened.
That is true, but we do have a general idea as to how long it's been since they've been put into the body before when we woke up.
Well, here's a question. What year is it?
2104.
How do you know that? Did it say the current year?
It didn't. These are the latest logs that we could find.
Right. But just because of the latest logs does not mean that's what current year it is, because we're robots. Yeah. We have yet to see a living human being outside of ones that have been mechanically kept alive by the WoW, and we are assuming that they can't live beyond normal humans' lifespan, even though they are literally being like artificially respirated. Normally humans would die due to just degradation of like human flesh. But we're living in 2104 where they could have continued on for many years on because of this organic growth.
Yeah. Maybe we missed that, I'm not sure, but there's actually proof that we are actually in the year 2104, because back at Upsilon, where we powered up the power plant, there was an energy output graph that showed that the power was activated again in 2104.
Again? So then it was offline prior to that? Which will give credence to the fact that Catherine wasn't online prior to us necessarily being there. Or apparently she blinked out of existence.
There's another difficulty. Catherine actually said to us that she was the one scanning herself at first. She had to prove that the process worked. So we don't even know how far long ago that was.
Right. And that's again where it's I would say that it's 50-50 in terms of, at best, in terms of when did that recording happen, prior to her scan or after her scan.
While stating this, look for the other two pieces of lore.
Right. Thank you, Catherine. Wait.
Huh?
Am I already here?
Hello?
Who is that? Mark?
No, we haven't met before.
Is this Park?
I think we're safe.
Oh, I was so worried something had gone wrong.
What's your name?
Robin Bass, Theta Field Service Technician.
I just still
Nice
say
to meet you,
robot.
Robin. How did you get here?
I got scanned, like the others. And then I killed myself. At least I think so. I can't remember that part.
How does that work? Did dying get you into the Ark?
Wow, you're definitely not from Theta. Let me guess, Omicron? Wasn't sure Catherine would be able to scan you guys. You're lucky. There was a lot of talk about this at Theta. The idea is, when you're activated in the Ark, there's basically two of you, right? One human, one living skin in the Ark. You don't want your copy to survive you. You yourself want to survive on the Ark. If the human you dies before the scan is initiated, or closely after, you yourself would live on in the Ark. Amazing, right?
Yeah,
That's not how that would work.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a little weird. They go on with that theory a lot of
Catherine
dialogue lines.
No. I don't think you understand. She just did scans and put them into the Ark.
But again, this also makes sense. You will soon know why.
She always got into trouble with Strommeyer when someone killed themselves.
I think she's okay with it.
Where is everyone? I thought there would be like 40 or 50 people here.
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see anyone.
What?
So I do sort of understand the logic though, because it's more like instead of having two of you in existence, if you keep one of you in existence at all times. Yeah, I know. They said I don't understand. But if one of you ends up staying in existence, basically, go look for the other lore.
No, I gotta continue talking to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for you to say your point, though.
Something different.
So basically, only one of your brain copies essentially continues on, and if your goal was to go to the Ark,
Where is everyone?
you're in the Ark, but your old you ends up getting destroyed. Well, now only one of you, so the true quote-unquote you, has made it to the destination that you're wanting to go to, instead of having clones of yourself all over the place.
That is the concept, but again, that's not how it theoretically would work.
Robin,
you are right. Oh.
I'm not sure.
Like I said, I understand the logic behind it. I don't agree with it.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's exactly why I said that's not how that would work.
Right? I mean, the Ark.
He's trying to break the news for her.
Yeah, he cannot do
really
it.
pulled through. They saved us all.
See you later.
Will do.
So the question there, I guess, would be...
Let me know if you find anyone else.
The question there really lies in the fact that if I made different choices, would I let them know? Because I have the choice here to murder them if I want to.
That is true.
Yeah. That is true.
So there seems to be an inner logic, at least for this individual, Robin Bass, which we don't agree with. But I cannot emphasize on this enough. This game makes sense in so many ways. The developers were so clever about it. We will learn a way why this makes sense to her. So let's accept that for the moment.
Okay.
Here's one clue towards
Can everyone
this.
hear me? Go ahead, Strom. Listen up, all members of staff. The Ark project has caused a lot of arguments the last few months. I'm not going to pretend I understand what the hell Sarang talked about and how his continuity suddenly made sense to kill yourself. For the fucking love of God, or whatever you think is important, don't kill yourself. This place is miserable enough. Don't force your friends to clean up your blood. Rest in peace. Quality. Good?
Beautiful, sir. All right, everyone. Show's over. Get back to work.
I feel like Strosky's sort of pulling the strings behind certain things. Feels weird.
I feel like Strosky is basically the manager that trying to follow the rules in a sense, as well as trying to keep a level of morality in the group. And when another individual, because basically puts in the cult-like mentality of, well, once you transfer your mind over to someplace else, you got to destroy your old self, kind of like the transporter theory from like Star Trek.
Where you you disassemble in one location, reassemble in another. So you're essentially being yeah, exactly. Have you ever heard of the ship of Theseus?
Oh my
Yes,
god, you
exactly.
said that. You said that, you bastard. Actually, this station that you are about to enter, the main topic there is the ship of Theseus, without even saying that. You will shortly know why. And it's incredible, you are already, again, 2 chapters ahead and still wondering about it. But before you enter the station, make sure that you have decided on what to do with Robert Bass.
Oh, I've left. Everyone I've met thus far, I've decided to let live if I can. So that's my path forward.
Let me tell you something that I found very scary. I was once watching a streamer who arrived here, and he already started to disbelieve or distrust Catherine. Because he had the feeling that Catherine was acting on her own motives without telling them. That she kind of used the player.
Yes.
And he found the walkie-talkie where Catherine was talking to Sarah Lindwall about her personality. And at that moment, he went nuts on that stream because he was getting the feeling that Catherine, and we are talking about 2 different personas, which are 2 different entities, right?
It's deceiving Catherine.
But he got the feeling that it is the same Catherine having schizophrenia.
Oh.
So having multiple personality disorder, and he thought about what happens if you put this consciousness with multiple personality disorder into something. For example, like the Omniture. And this Omniture is now telling you what to do. And he was getting freaked out by that so heavily. I enjoyed it so much. It was the only stream I saw, and I saw a lot of these. The only stream I saw where someone went so hard on this theory. It was the only one mentioning that. And it was so funny. He was so scared by that.
I mean, I feel like it's a matter of like, how long will you accept a person that will, like, how long does it take to change a person's personality, right? So if you see someone that's the same person being timid, you have to assume one of like 3 things. 1, something drastically changed their lives.
Hello? Anyone there?
2, they have split personality disorder of some kind.
Well,
or
Catherine,
3, it's not the same person.
True. Another thing, and not referencing that one. In my first playthrough, I also felt bad for the victims I caused. And I met Robin Bass there, and I also kept her alive. But as soon as I entered Theta, I started to think. And suddenly I felt bad, because I realized that she was quite enthusiastic sitting out there and quite energetic, and she was like expecting the arc to start. And she's sitting there, and she's not really worried at that moment. She's like, oh, where are the other ones? It's weird. I didn't expect it to look like this. And now we are inside Theta. We will never return. And she will slowly realize in the upcoming days or weeks that this is not the arc. It's way too dark, too cold. There's nobody around. She's immobile, and she will slowly get insane, I think. And
need a card.
I hated that feeling that I left her alone without.
Does that give you the justification to remove that consciousness from existence, right? If this is even again, this is also if it's a simulation theory, then maybe it's not in existence at all, but it's still a moral quandary, right?
Yeah, but I had the feeling I would like to go back and end this suffering that is about to come, you know?
I mean, how do you know that? Oh, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you either crouched or are you clipping through the ground? I wanted to say that earlier.
I'm crouched.
Okay,
I always stay crouched. That's just my natural state. I hide in the shadows.
So
I am the white shadow with my white fire extinguisher.
Here's the thing with a lot of the choices in SOMA. SOMA has taken the approach, and it's one thing I can appreciate for some games because of how well they handle the choices. It's the lose-lose choice, and SOMA does it for basically all of their choices.
Sorry, because of the non-native language, I have to ask, do you mind lose as in opposite to bound, or lose in opposite to winning?
Winning.
Lose as an opposite to winning. Yeah. Ah, hey, Peeping Otter.
Ball.
Woo! Apparently Peeping Otter owes you an apology, Ark.
We're here?
Apology accepted.
We're here.
Why?
Huh?
Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be
Why do you
nothing
owe Ark
stopping
an
us when we
apology?
have the dumb bat.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here.
Don't know.
What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
Ain't that
if
the
this
truth?
is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option.
Peeping Otter swore
What's it
that
like
they
inside?
sent to
Is it
you.
like a movie or virtual reality?
Oh, like on YouTube?
You know, Whoops. Like real life.
Oh, no
That's
worries.
Be better. Pleasant temperature, clean air.
I
good
appreciate
weather.
it.
So people in the Ark
Might have
just
been an
walk around
auto
pretending it's the real world?
on sub.
You don't have to pretend. It's perfectly immersive.
And it can
I mean,
just
it happens.
sustain itself.
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it can survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and
theoretically,
us setting
I
out to save the
suppose.
final remains of humanity.
Yeah, as long as you can maintain your body.
Heroic.
No.
Why are we talking about body? We're talking about the Ark.
Here we go.
Yeah,
The dumb
it's
bat.
using
body
a
of the
solar
Ark.
flare system.
Damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security
It looks
sensor.
quarantined.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around.
Oh
who can tell us
God,
what
I
it
hate
is.
that. It's the worst kind.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Who knows it? Well, it's in someone's head. Maybe two people's heads. Yeah, go find them.
I forgot to mention something about the Curie, the ship that we destroyed the engine room. Did you realize that it actually was a meaningful name of that ship?
Curie.
Like Madame Curie?
Exactly, it's the MS Curie, and the name of Miss Madame Curie was MS
X-ray.
Magdalena Slovetska Curie or something. It's actually the initials of her, and that is the first woman that got the Physics Nobel Prize, I think.
Yeah, I want to say it had something to do with the medical field.
Looks like all your friends
I'm
moved
not
downstairs.
sure.
Why
But it's
abandon the
radiation or
gate?
something.
Yeah, dealing with radiation, kind of like
That's so strange.
cancer treatment or something.
I don't like this at all.
Hey, we got a fascinating thing called the internet, so let me go and check that
Yeah,
out.
she looked at radiation from urane and created the word radioactive. Oh, she also got the Nobel Prize for chemical stuff.
Catherine Chun's not dead. They're missing.
Immediately noticed.
A naturalized French physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity.
But they were only a systems engineer. That's not a field that would... I guess they would oversee stuff.
What do you mean?
Who?
Catherine. They were an intelligence systems engineer. That would be somebody who brings together multiple disciplines and looks at the requirements for the overarching system, essentially.
The overarching?
Yes.
Already coming with the dad jokes. I mean,
This is what he
game
do.
this game
There's
is
another
pretty...
perfect game, perfect thing to talk about for this game with Ark here playing, and that's the Ark in the Abyss.
Ooh, yeah, the Ark is down in the abyss. Trust me.
Wait a second. I thought that you wrote in your starting screen Ark in the Abyss. You wrote that because it's an ocean game.
No, my name actually is Ark of Abyss. That's Ark of the Abyss is literally.
Oh, I see that on Discord. I'm so stupid, but it's incredibly fitting. Such a coincidence.
It's the only way to find the done
So it's almost like someone's like made for me or something.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it also seems SOMA is made for me. Not only it combines biological stuff and programming stuff into one world. Also, the game starts on the birthday of my sister, and the game finishes on the birthday of my mother.
Oh,
wow, that's weird.
Pretty crazy. But I realized that only years after I played that game.
So I'm also going to just point out the fact that there's a bunch of black boxes downstairs.
Yeah.
And that means probably people.
Also, Catherine's probably trying to help you here.
Maybe? I don't like it when she helps.
Why not?
I don't know. I get uncomfy.
I think you need to take care of those doors first.
There's a pretty infamous place for other things that spook you, because this is the first part of the game where A, the story, and B, the threats are picking up the pace. Can you say that?
Oh, good.
I don't think that you are getting that scared of that because you are such a rational person.
It's like they all just...
Well, here's a rational thing for you. You see this blood right here? This is the same thing that was around people, so this could just be a cocoon of a person, and it's just trying to keep it alive. Or them.
Maybe. At least you learn a lot in this station about the world, yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I chose this path because it's going up, and I don't want to go down. That's literally the entirety of my rational thought process on why I went this direction.
And everyone does that because the other path seems so dangerous, and it's so funny because we are playing in a horror game, and usually the worst path is the right one. But it doesn't matter which one you take first, of course.
Should we go check?
Rather not.
Well, the idea of that also. What? Hi.
Goodbye.
I can only say that in this station, dialogues very easily cancel each other out. So if you hear a conversation, stand still, because it's very easy to cancel these.
Got it. Well, essentially what it said was that downstairs was the correct path.
Close to the shuttle station in case something.
Yeah, I was about to.
You're really stuck on that one.
I'm just worried about my colleagues.
I'm very curious where you got that from.
That's what she said. She said that they had gone downstairs because I went to the map and I found all the black boxes downstairs, and then she's like, "What? Why are they going down there?" And I don't know. And then over here, she's like talking about like maybe they went downstairs because there's only labs and stuff. Maybe it's closer to the escape pod. And he's like, maybe.
Go to the lab.
This one?
Wherever this dark room is. Yeah.
Hello, friend or foe? You have chosen foe. Confirm your selection. Ooh, that looks fun.
Elevator. Talk about going
down.
down.
Steamy. Hello. Are you here? Oh, no.
What was that? Yeah. Well,
friend or foe?
it feels like every choice in this game is very well handled when it comes to lose-lose, like the opposite of winning kind of lose. Because no matter what choice you make,
it sucks.
Because you have some level of regret. If you choose to make the robots that have humanity live, you
welcome to the real
basically
world.
are condemning them. Yeah, there we go. Look, reflections.
That's where the flashlight comes from now. It's from my head. Whoa. Whoa. Creepy.
And then it shatters.
What's all the glowing stuff?
What do you mean?
That's the
Oh, you mean
infection, yeah.
The white thingies? Yeah, we will learn about that.
I'm just curious if that would have been far worse if I had touched more of the buttholes. Oh, it's the same thing.
Potentially.
Wow. Man, I have the same reaction every time I see myself.
What did you expect?
But it's just like...
That's putting on makeup?
Uh-oh.
Seriously?
Well, that's gone now. Can I go further upstairs?
Funny that Ark is more scared than you. He played the game already.
Oh?
Well, so...
That's our personalities.
I'm just a coward. I'm like the skittish rabbit.
And I am also very much a coward, but I am more brave than that. I will face my fear head on and improve myself. Error.
Here's the thing. I face my fear head on too. It just makes me more brave because I got more fears.
Wait a second, I just confused your names. Is that possible?
Yes, it is possible. I mean, we got very similar voices.
Bathroom.
No. You don't have any. Let's make that clear. But I said Ark already played the game, but it's not the case, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah.
Ark is the one playing that. I didn't want to correct you. I thought it was just fine.
It's very polite.
Well, I don't know which bathroom I'm in right now, but it sucks. So, I'm gonna move on. That's disturbing.
I'm getting crazy. I have three streams open. I see 2 avatars on screen. And I also have the names in Discord, and that's what basically makes me crazy. I think a non-native speaker would actually be helped if the avatars on screen would have the names under them.
Yeah, see,
I mean, it's obvious rabbit head. Yeah, of course, that avatar has a rabbit head. But I think that's only understandable if you are really good at English or if you are an American person. But as a non-native speaker, I can say it would help me to distinguish.
That's fair. That's honestly, it's not too hard to do. For me, on my end, it's a tiny bit more obvious, but not much, in the sense that I have my name underneath my icon, but I also have my brother's icon there as well. So, like, you know which stream it is at the very least, but it might still be...
It's so confusing to me because
whoa.
You are the one playing Ark, but I'm watching Rabbit's stream.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, so
that
it's
is
a
why
lower
I'm
quality
so
on my end.
What?
Yeah. My end's a little bit higher quality, just because I'm the one natively streaming it.
Yeah, I'm getting it secondhand through a stream. I'm basically streaming a stream. Hey, look, Catherine.
Yeah.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
It's just memories.
Toby.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
That one's creepy.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
Teddy bear?
Catherine, you need to talk about your taste.
Anything useful in there?
The user, Catherine Chan, likes to jump in this situation to say, you really don't have to search my room. And yeah, if that wasn't obvious, that user also contains all the other usernames there, Terry Akers and Carl Semken and all that. That user's really enthusiastic about the game, like myself, and she likes to roleplay all of these and does a pretty well job by doing that. That user also has a Steam profile that is totally dedicated to Simon Jarrett. The name is Simon Jarrett. The nationality is Toronto in Canada. The description is it's crazy. The background, it's all made for Simon Jarrett, SOMA. It's so well done, I swear you.
Yeah, I can tell with the
There's a lot of
chats.
love
It's
there.
very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, really.
The Vivarium machine that Reed activated to clear the WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene that hold the Reed simulation. Actually very similar in its construction except for one point, where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs. The Vivarium brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by the content from the originating brain scan. Reed emerged. The Reed inside the Vivarium was a perfect copy. I have it. I can see if humanity can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. Can't figure out how it worked with the Vivarium, but I can replicate well. So this is the other thing, right? The current Catherine here is showing that the living Catherine knows how to do the machine. And I'm assuming this date is after that recording that we heard outdoors. Because just by how they are like doing maybe not, because if they're talking about the arc in
my mail just popped up saying, "Hey, you're now streaming." It's like,
yeah,
that started like 3 hours ago.
Well, we had the same position, like Reed and Catherine in the audio file outside. She asked like, "Wait, you think Reed likes me?" And here Reed is mentioned again.
Yeah.
Maybe that tells you something.
Catherine likes Reed. They wanna smooch.
The more important part there, though, that with the ARC project is that the ARC is a living copy in terms of it not only replicates everything that has already occurred, but then allows the being to utilize all of those cognitive functions to essentially simulate what would occur if they were to exist independent of a body, and then use past references to generate new thoughts. Which
in
is,
other words, it's not just a simulation.
It's a new person. Yeah.
Yes.
That's essentially that's the sum total of when I say new consciousness, right? When you're able to generate a new consciousness, that's essentially what that means. So summing everything that I just set up as you're making a consciousness. That is not something that a normal mortal would be able to comprehend, because it's not something every day that we just think about nowadays. Right now, that's physically impossible. That's incomprehensible in terms of like just thinking about that, like being able to make your own consciousness. You're basically making what we would consider the essence of life.
Obviously, it's not incomprehensible. I mean, there's a whole game centered around it. I mean, you're playing it right now. But the ability to do it is not possible. That is true.
No. The ability to do it is what's incomprehensible in modern technology is what I meant by that. It's not the notion or the thought. It's sort of like how we could think about black holes, but we couldn't prove them. We couldn't create them.
I'm feeling like the word you're using is not the right one.
No, it's again, it's not. It's the thing that's incomprehensible that you're getting hung up on. You are purely thinking about the thought, the notion of being able to do it. I'm talking about the physical act. Imagine you had the power to just make life. That's incomprehensible. Like, actually having that power is something that would corrupt anybody, first off. Second off,
that's what we comprehend.
Well, right, but that's the best guess that we have, because we literally can't think about it. Like, if you try to imagine it, no matter what we do, it's just like, how?
Bro, we know humans and how they act when when they get levels of power. And there's a whole saying about it too. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Right, but even then, different people have different tolerances at which they get corrupted, which is the reason why there are good leaders and there are bad leaders. And then that's the incomprehensible thing about society, is that there's no system to always, like, most systems are linear, right? Like, you have children and then they inherit and then it goes on, but that's just not gonna actually always have a good leader.
And bro, that's why these horror games, a lot of it centering around people becoming or doing things that are basically thought to only be done by God.
Not only
or
horror
a
games,
higher
by the
being.
way. The whole entertainment system right now is about that topic. Superheroes, mutants, all that stuff. It was 20 years ago as well, as dinosaurs dominated the genre.
The idea specifically of playing God and creating life without
having ability, having power, might.
Yeah, the ability to have the power and the might to do that. Just in general, people will jump at that opportunity. Well, they won't jump at it. They will slowly start realizing they need levels of control with it. And the more control they try to put onto it, leads to the spiral of
slipping away.
Yeah, basically the spiral of trying to be they become the oppressor through all the safety mechanisms of trying to make sure that things don't go out of control.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's not always the case. It's
not always the case, but that tends to be how a lot of it is.
That's the generality
for
majority.
Humans.
Well, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying is that not every human is like that.
Yes, there is exceptions to it. Yes.
Right, but that's the thing. Only those exceptions can handle said power, which is. But again, we're going. You're catching up. Is my point. You're getting on to what I'm saying, right? Where we base things based upon like generalities, and that's how we create these. That's how we comprehend notions that are normally incomprehensible. But imagine having that power. We would assume that it would do certain things to certain people, but we don't know.
We comprehend. We don't actually know, but that's how we comprehend.
We comprehend.
Comprehending, bro.
My God.
Comprehending and knowing are two completely and vastly different things.
And my point being, but again, it's not about the thought. It's about the action. There are two distinct. Like, for example,
the action is not a matter of comprehension. Then,
brother,
it's a different.
No, brother.
Verbiage.
Imagine this.
It's like
imagine this.
To do things.
Theoretically, we knew about black holes before we knew about black holes, right? Theoretically, we proved it. Theoretically, we proved black holes should exist, but we didn't know that they existed.
Okay.
So we comprehended the thought that a black hole should exist, but we couldn't imagine the magnitude of which a black hole could actually do because we considered it theoretically infinite, which is not possible within our reality. It was incomprehensible. Then we proved it actually existed.
Well, I'm glad we can entertain as a podcast and a gameplay at the same time.
Also, as a side note, it's very fitting that Catherine has a puppet, like, mannequin thing inside of her.
Yes, true.
Like, either she is the puppet and being controlled by someone else, or she's the puppeteer pulling all of our strings, popping in and out of existence at just the right times. Because here's the other thing. How hard is it to fake that I'm being scared as soon as I'm plugged back in? We don't even know if she's on right now.
Yeah.
You know what would be an interesting twist? You know what would be an interesting twist of Easter eggs? Is if there was a doll in here that was reminiscent of what Pinocchio looks like. Because it's basically... It's basically a puppet that becomes a real boy.
Which is another interesting thing in line with this game. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because instead we make the real boy into a puppet that becomes the real boy.
You're mentioning Pinocchio. What was the name of the whale that swallowed them?
Monstro.
What?
What's the little
Monstro?
Looks homemade.
At least for the Disney versions.
Oh,
that's what it
kind
was.
of a proto-art.
I thought it's actually Moby Dick.
No. That's with Captain Ahab and going to find the white whale, Moby Dick.
Oh, okay.
Or would it be Moby Rooster? Yeah. Sometimes you can never tell.
Found it.
What is this?
It's Catherine.
What?
No, I have no idea what it is. Yeah, zoom in. There you go. There you go. Oh, what?
It's a heart?
Well, by
trophy?
By the information that we already got, we can know what this is.
Yes.
It does look like the other device there, right?
Yeah. Is this the corrupted version? The one that Reed didn't go well?
Yep, this is the WoW version. I find the fact interesting that she tried to hide that in this blue plastic box, like she wanted to try to keep the infection away.
Yeah, implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nice with the others. She is too real. Way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better.
Oh, is that the AI corruption? She is too real, and that's what we were just touching.
Does that mean that? So for example, you've got the shuttles, right? You can upload Alan to the shuttle. What if you uploaded to the artificial intelligence a consciousness? A consciousness that's very altruistic and trying to save everybody, or a consciousness that's very antagonistic and thinks that they know everything and is trying to do things their way, like a certain Arkans.
We're going down the SOMA rabbit hole.
Welcome to the rabbit hole. There's a huge abyss.
This is my favorite room in this level. Mark Sarang's room.
I like how dark it is.
Is this where the bite of 87 happened?
Lights just start flashing inside the room. I'm just gonna go ahead and close it.
The king of the squirrels. Oh, hey, what's that? A globe? Oh, sweet.
Don't say words that are unpronounceable for a German boy. Squirrel. The king of the squirrels. That's such a hard word. Squirrels.
What do you? Yeah, basically tree rodents.
Yeah, tree rats.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know what the word is meaning. I know that. It's just so hard to pronounce for Germans.
So,
yes.
So what is it pronounced for Germans?
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
Very well.
Woo!
I'm sorry. I'm reading the equations.
And the German would usually look at that word in English and say squirrel, squirrel. You know?
Yeah. Perfect. There it is. You got it.
That was it.
Squirrel. But there's another word. When many people are standing in the church and are singing together, what is that? A choir?
A choir.
Oh God,
choir.
Choir. That's not that's totally differently spelled than it's pronounced.
Yeah, it's like it's a CH, but they do it as a K sound.
That's a Q sound. Choir.
Choir? Okay.
Well, I was thinking KU choir.
And how's the word if you have a list of things that wait spelled
Q?
like Q? Yeah, exactly. Is it just
Q?
Yeah,
Yes.
just Q. Okay.
Q-U-E-U-E is Q, yes.
Yeah.
Q. That's easy. It's just a letter.
It's just the letter Q.
It was interesting that already hypothesizing that energy is coming out and then generated through inward and then expelled through the center. And there's a little circle in the right there that's interesting to me.
And then you discharged it into your body.
Which is probably how the infection, it's sort of like getting a vaccine or something, where it's injecting into your body. Oh, Lord.
Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I have explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down quickly, causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the Ark. Sincerely, Mark Serang. God bless the dude. No.
You get an achievement if you do that 10,000 times.
Achievement get. Oh, okay. Later.
That was a joke, by the way. Don't try that later.
Oh.
There are only achievements for completing the chapters of the game. It's quite sad.
Nature of identity. Questions about the self. Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified by the spiritually minded. In this book, Pavlina Martinu? Professor
Paulina.
Pavlina? P-A-V is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you would read it as a U.
Paulina Martinu, professor of philosophy at the Charles University in Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. I mean,
you see, I would have pronounced it as Pavlina, kind of like Pavlov, but
that's
more feminine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be Paulina.
Intelligence analyst Theta Pathos 2. The company is very pleased to hear of your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. So, Serang was the one who did that. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. John Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside. Sorry, the music kicked up. I was getting worried about outside interference.
Wow.
In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcibly eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. The Supervisory Board. Classified. Interesting.
The Classified Supervisory Board.
Hamamatsu Board 55 approval? Why is there just a steep... It goes to 0.
Well,
218.
They
well,
as soon as
has
they
to happen
said
until you get an
complete,
approval.
well, as soon as it said complete, he chewed on the cyanide gum. Remember?
That's when they said complete. That's different.
Yeah, exactly. So at the very end, the brain flatlined.
That wasn't the brain scans. But
Here's the most amazing audio line.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells?
Oh, God.
They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process.
Oh.
Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation.
Have you ever heard of the ship of Theseus?
Yep.
A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous, emergent entity based on that pattern. When
I know
Dr.
you made the
Chung
joke just
populates
because
the Ark,
it's distractible.
she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital
No,
world.
me never.
Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy...
Happens to occupy two places at once. For a while.
No,
Just a
because...
tiny bit.
Let me propose something after this.
The you inside the Ark.
create a station. So
and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Oh, I love doing that with bouncy balls. Just toss them onto a wall and catch it.
So yeah, this obviously is the theory of the ship of Theseus. But I like the fact that how he kind of uses...
He's got levitation boots? Hold on!
Yep. He was just floating.
Oh my god.
It's interesting...
Nice.
It's interesting that he kind of indoctrinates the other members of this station with his beliefs. I mean, what should be the problem of you growing apart with the other entity? And there's no problem because you will never see each other again. The other one will not be able to enter the Ark, and the other one will not be able to exit the Ark. So that shouldn't be a problem at all.
It's the method, though, right? Because he takes like the Lincoln approach of all death, short death erases all wrongdoing, and you can't argue with the dead person, right? So even though he has flaws in his logic, you can't argue with him because before you even get to know what the argument is, the guy who made it is gone.
Yeah.
So
and he's basically acting like kind of propaganda. He's basically like Hitlering around.
Kind of, yeah.
The other crew members were believing him and did as he supposed to, like Robin Brass, which we saw outside, and.
But the issue there is also, imagine this: I put a fire near a person, right, and I make them feel the heat. Then I take away I have them close their eyes. They know the fire is there, and then I take away the flame, and I say, I'm going to bring the fire closer to you. People have physically gotten burns because their brain thinks the fire is burning them. But the fire never came in contact with them. It's because the human mind, the experiments that were done made the human mind, proved the human mind is able to create injury to oneself because it believed that it was being injured. And that's the notion.
Isn't the injury the product of the chemical reaction of heat with your skin?
So how does the body respond to an injury?
Okay, the body responds in a specific way to that, but there's also the element of something happening there. So if you think that you are getting burned, you are only reacting, but the other part is missing, right?
But your brain always wants to be correct. So your brain...
So you're not saying that you get the same injuries?
Correct.
But, okay, then I'm on board with you. Yeah, okay.
Right. So what happens is your brain tries to make it a reality, and as a result... Now let's expand that, right? Now we have that understanding, like, agreed upon. Imagine that you think you're mortal. And now you're technically in an immortal body because your consciousness was just transferred over. What would your brain do? Some brains might, like, it would, adapt, right? And maybe everyone else will adapt because they see that the possibility is there. But would some just not die because they think they got old?
Obviously, it has an effect on you. You should just sit down at the chair, get yourself scanned, and say, okay, now the one is one of the entities is on the digital world, and the other one is running around here. And of course, I will act differently then.
Right.
But,
like
but
right now,
I could as well say so. So I got copied over there, and now I can live my life here.
Right, but if I were to tell you right now you are the copy, you are now immortal, would you believe it? Would you act differently? Would your brain believe it? Would your subconscious believe it?
I mean, we know what the Ark looks like, so I guess in that scenario you would actually believe it because you know, oh yeah, I'm here.
But okay, all your life, all you've seen is your people die. And your brain is already putting your vision, instead of as a robotic body, as a human body, right? Like we saw at the beginning of the game. You've never seen the outcome of a person who's lived their entire life on the Ark. What would your natural instinct be as a human to assume? Would you assume that you're immortal? Or would you assume that your body will grow old, right?
Yeah, I guess that.
So, your brain might try to make that a reality, even though it's not necessary. Although then,
You know, for
but
as upbeat as Robin was, she lives like a bit of a
oh, you see it now. Quiet, you! I'll get to you in a second.
Strings, it's fine.
Woo, reflections.
Reflects. It's resin.
What's arc? Oh, this is a photograph of the Ark, and Robin drew herself and other people in there, imagining what it would be like.
You are right. In the original photo, there was a white animated person sitting on the bridge.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh my God, they're not the greatest artists, but I could see where they were going.
Yeah, she has the artist abilities of a 5-year-old.
But what's the on the? Oh, that's the part of the image, like a projection.
It's the wireframe. It's the wireframe of the Ark.
Pink Rose just made something in me. Created something in me, because she said it could be intentional calling this station Theta and the ship of Theseus, because Theseus and Theta. And I was like, what does Theta mean? I mean, obviously these are Greek letters, and all of these stations are called like Greek letters. But I was like, maybe that has a meaning. I'm not really finding a real meaning of what is that. But I'm seeing here that the symbol Theta usually represents the angular position of a vector.
Yep.
Would that somehow be used in a psychological, philosophical, SOMA manner? Represents the angular position of a vector.
That's a good question. I don't know if it necessarily has any psychological value off the bat. There's nothing that comes directly to my mind, but I could see how you could kind of be going in circles with your thought process. That's about the closest like analogy that I would initially think about. We are all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity. Which, the question becomes, right? It's the promise of immortality, right? And people are weak to the promise of immortality as they get closer to their death. And it's only if you don't accept death and live with it, right? Where if you want to live forever, if you feel like you haven't done everything that you wanted to do, then naturally you're going to want more time to do the things and accomplish the things that you missed out on, right? The lose-lose situation type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no winners. There's no winning. But here's the thing. I just looked up what the term Theta refers to, and apparently, the term Theta refers to the rate of decline in the value of an option due to the passage of time. So it can also be referred to as the time decay of an option. So this means
is actually pretty well describing the situation of Robin Bass's entity is the wrong word, presence.
Yeah, this whole station right now, it really fits that idea. So this means option loses. This option loses value over time as time moves closer to its maturity. So as long as everything is held constant, Theta is generally expressed as a negative number for long positions, and as a positive number for short positions. It can be thought of as the amount by which an option's value declines every day. So the idea of your unique self, if you're split.
Sorry, I gotta interrupt you here because Ark will search for something here because I said there's more. It's such a tiny thing. Look at the bed. You put something ceramic onto the bed.
Oh.
And I don't know if that is a joke by the developers or something they wanted to make for Robin Bass feeling more emotionally attached. I don't know. Look at the downside of that object. Rotate it.
How do I
Tato.
rotate?
You press R and then move the mouse.
Oh, that would have been so much helpful. Like I wish I had that for everyone. What is it doing?
Yeah, the rotation mode is really weird.
For Auntie?
Auntie.
Yeah, poor Auntie. So somebody made this for Robin.
She was an auntie.
I don't know. That's all. Please
So
go
is
on
this,
with your thought.
Is this her brother then? I thought it was
Her dad.
her. Oh, it's her dad. Oh, because I was gonna say because Auntie implies that she has a brother or sister who's married.
Oh. Someone
Friend
got
or foe?
mad and punched a hole in the wall.
I don't know
Oh,
if that's how that works. Oh, good. There's no lights.
You got a
in this room.
flashlight. What are you talking about? Your flashlight's working fine. There's a desk lamp that's flickering. There's
Yeah, if you're
the
feeling lonely,
butthole.
just use your flashlight.
Oh.
Martin Fisher. Why did this man live like he had absolutely like nothing? He had to move in a second's notice. He's got a bed. He's got a couch. He's got an empty desk with a thing and a.
And he also ripped out his laptop from the wall like crazy. I mean, look at this. He didn't even.
Yeah, look at all the cords.
Yeah.
What is this
Just ripped it
person
out.
doing? He's got a space mouse at least. That's pretty cool. But like, nothing.
Mine
They're
now.
not even anything in the closet.
Yoink.
And what is this? This has to be a health code violation. The black blood is here. Oh.
But okay, so the idea of as time passes, the value is lost.
The degrading.
So yeah, it's degrading. So like, with the idea of you yourself is a unique individual, right? If you split yourself into two people that are pretty much exactly the same in one moment, you're still just one person, but then your experiences start to diverge.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, the uniqueness of you is not necessarily set in stone, because now you've got two of you that are two different people. And so it's just like, it becomes like a multiverse what if scenario kind of situation. If you met yourself that made a different decision, everything is the same except for one decision that was made that changed your life in a completely different direction. And you meet that person, are you really both the same person?
No.
Yeah, that is actually the same question as the ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
Well, I would argue that it's slightly different in the aspect of you're not rebuilding everything from scratch, in the sense that it's more a matter of,
yeah, you're
think of it like a tree.
You.
Right. If you see a branch and it splits into two, there's a fork in the road kind of ordeal, right? The two paths are two distinct paths. You wouldn't argue that they are the same path just because they converge at some point. You would say
moving when you talk.
Because I'm looking at the time. That's the reason why. I think 11:32. And I wanted to end it on this point of, like, for example, if I need to go from point A to point B, and I need to go from point A to point C, but along the way from A to B and A to C, there is a similar portion of the path, right? You would say they shared that path, but the complete journey is different. Therefore, there are two different journeys.
I agree.
Therefore, they're two different people. It's the same idea. If you take in life experience, right? If you experience different things, at the moment you start experiencing different things, you are a different person, irregardless of if your path is your origin is the same.
Yeah, and that effectively is what SOMA seems to touch on, is that aspect, but you build another you instead of find another you.
It takes it to the extreme, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I didn't notice it.
And how many times can you copy yourself without it degrading?
0? What?
Well, like if you make like 10 different versions of yourself starting at the same point, that'd be wicked weird.
That would be wicked. That's like an evolutionary algorithm.
I mean,
I'm doing a toilet break and cigarette break here.
Oh, well, we're actually ending the episode.
We're actually going to end the episode
are
here.
you?
So, yeah, it's 11:30 at night for us. I know it's different time zones.
We didn't actually do much this time, but
we had great discussions, and I'm really enjoying these discussions.
Yeah, I love it.
And there was an action sequence at the start of this, so like I don't feel too bad. You got both philosophy and a bunch of horror as well.
Yeah, and we actually did a lot. We did the whole station Curie ship. We did the whole station Delta. We are now at Theta. We did quite something.
That's true.
I agree.
If I would say it in percent, I would say you are at 40 to 45% into the game.
Okay, so roughly 2 more episodes worth of content.
Yeah, if these are that long, then yes. Otherwise, 3.
Okay. Well, until next time, thank you all for joining, and on Sunday it's gonna be a Minecraft Easter egg hunt kind of thing, potentially. We'll find out. It's Easter, so happy Easter, everyone, and have fun.
Have fun, everybody. And on my end, thank you all so much for joining us on this grand adventure. And until next time, remember to stay safe and don't get lost in the abyss.